Move! Get out the way! Get out the way! Get out the way! What's good? What's good? What's good? What's good? What's good? What's good? What's good, my peoples? What's goody? We got a lot to unpack tonight. We're going to get into it. As you know, your boy Blue, I don't cut corners. I'm going to keep it a hundo with everybody. You feel me? Salute to my brother, Jason Cherry, brother in the super chat, dropping that half a dip on us in the super chat. He said, my man Blue, let's start this out right. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Salute to my brother Justin Hawkins in the building, in the building. Salute to my brother Eastside Easy in the building. Salute to my brother Jason Cherry in the building. Salute to my brother Jonathan 97 in the building. Salute to my brother Pope Porter in the building. Salute to my brother Chris J in the building. Salute to my brother Eastside Easy in the building. Salute to my brother Will Smith in the building. Salute to my brother Dexter Haynes III in the building. Salute to my brother Pope Porter in the building. Salute to my brother Real Shit 30 in the building. Salute to my brother Bobby Collins in the building. Salute to my brother JJ Short Deuce in the building. Salute to my brother Willie Jackson in the building. Appreciate y'all. $1 Trillion Dream Deuce, my brother in the building. Blessings to the Queen, Tiana Scott in the building. Chris McCoy, my brother in the building. Sir Davis, my brother in the building. Salute to my brother Elijah the Don in the building. Dunk Flush, my brother in the building. Marcus R, my brother in the building. What's goody, my people? Black Cam TV, my brother, where you been at? He in the building. Priceless for everyone, my brother in the building. Manda Manta Musa LLC, my brother in the building. Donnie D, 1954, Triple OG in the building. He got to get a horn. What's goody with you? The Surfside Jetty Channel, my brother in the building. John Antone, my brother in the building. Jesse R, my brother in the building. Claymore Rain, my brother in the building. As you at it, go subscribe to my brother Claymore Rain. Claymore Rain, drop the link in the chat so the people can subscribe to your channel. Terrence, my brother in the building. My brother 8 in the building. Spence, New York City, my brother in the building. Aya Bamai, my brother in the building. TZ Frank, ain't seen him in a minute, but he in the building. Marshall Law, my brother in the building. Peace and blessings to the Queen Maya Egypt, she's in the building. $150, my brother in the building. Oscar Van Allen, my brother in the building. Boxing Cartel, my brother's in the building. Memphis 10 Will, he in the building. Seamoss Pat, he's in the building. Herbert, my brother in the building. Randy Parker, he's in the building. Jimmy Bernard, he in the building. Young Cam, he's in the building. T9 Boxing Class is in the building. M On It is in the building. Texas in the building. Jassy Nesbitt in the building. Show in the building. Ray Davis in the building. Young Kings Company, my brother is in the building. G-Fly Brand is in the building. Lord Charles is in the building. My brother Darnell Schaefer, I ain't seen him a minute, and he's in the building. Gotta give him a horn. Charlie Rock, what's up, family? He's in the building. Kentrell LeGroux, my brother's in the building. Guillermo Maldonado is in the building. Alan By 79 is in the building. My big brother, CB Sports TV, Carl Burrell is in the building. Stephen 47 Deuce Deuce in the building. Band Up Nephew is in the building. DVJ 600 is in the building. Aloysius Fee brothers in the building. Bill Lamb in the building. Marcus R is in the building. Yaya Barrow is in the building. Memphis 10 Will is in the building. What's good? What's good? Bill Lamb, my brother, in the building. BP77 in the building. Stilo Dre in the building. Daryl Clothing is in the building. We got my brother, Boxing Loop, in the building, in the super chat, dropping that dub on your boy Blue. He said, dropping that dub on my boy Blue. Appreciate you, great brother. Rainmaker, my brother, is in the building. Bernard Crawford, my brother, is in the building. Perfect Form Boom is in the building. Lord Charles is in the building. The real Brooklyn is Brooklyn in the house, without a doubt, in the building. King David 87, my brother, in the building. Z Stacks 1017, he's in the building. Lionel Witherspoon, my brother, is in the building.
He round another and another.
My brother is in the building. Diana Scott, the queen, is in the building. Alice Glover, my brother, is in the building. Neckbone, my brother, is in the building. Bilal, Bilo, brother, in the building. Ja Lover, in the building. 8 in the building. We appreciate y'all 1,000%.
Salute, Maya Egypt, Dunk Flush, salute. My brother
Salute
Chris,
to my brother.
salute.
Salute to my brother Bill Lamb, brother in the building, in the super chat, dropping that half a dub on us in the super chat.
Monty, salute.
He said,
salute,
thank you for everything. Thank you, great brother. How you feeling? How you feeling? How you feeling? Salute to my brother Just Being E. He in the building.
Oh, he is.
Solomon Overhead, my brother in the building, in the super chat, dropping that dub on us in the building.
Salute, salute, Solomon. Salute, Band Up. Justin Hawkins,
he
salute.
Said, peace and blessings, Blue and fam. Sending well wishes to Coach Calvin. Stay up. Absolutely, great brother. Larry Lopez, my brother, in the building. Ron J, the brother, in the building. Luke, in the building.
I have Ahmed, salute.
What's goody? Monty Norman, my brother, in the building. Robert Montgomery is in the building.
Marcus R, salute. Claymore Rain in the building, salute.
Bobby Collins in the building.
I ain't gonna lie, I'm liking the way we're doing this. It's pretty cool.
Lost in Space, my brother, in the building. Just Crowder, my brother, is in the building. Justin Hawkins, my great brother, is in the building.
Jonathan 97, salute, great
my
brother.
My brother, Bish, B Megastar, is in the building. He is still cancer-free. My brother, Bish, is still cancer-free. We got to give my brother, Bish, some horns.
Give him some more.
Yes, sir. Splashmaster 03, my brother, is in the building.
For sure.
We appreciate y'all. And we got my brother, Andy the Barber, is in the building.
Salute.
And we got my brother, my co-host, the one and only, A-Side, Armstrong Consultant, Ring Rivals with my brother, A-Side. Go subscribe to his channel. He's in the building.
Salute. We got my brother, Blue Blood Sports TV, the best on the platform to do it, the most truest that there's ever been. No one can stop them.
Yes,
salute,
sir.
Great brother Blue. How you feeling, man?
Cool breeze. What's up, family? A-Side, my great brother, you put the link in the chat?
You know I'm about to do that, man. We have to
yes, sir.
The family.
Eastside Easy. Callie, a world of Queen, is in the building. YG Knight, my brother, is in the building.
Let's go.
Sweet Science Lab is in the building. Alo Wasim Olawukukri is in the building. We appreciate y'all.
How you feeling, Blue?
I need y'all to do me a favor. This link I'm about to put up in the chat. It's going to pin it up in the chat right now. There you go. The link is pinned up in the chat. Click that link. Subscribe to my brother. Ring Rivals, my brother A-Side. Click the link and subscribe to his channel. It's an easy few steps. All you got to do is click the link. You go, you click it, you hit subscribe, you hit the bell icon, you go to all, you hit all, you click, you back click all the way back out, and you'll be right back here with us. Click that link, subscribe to my brother Ring Rivals with my brother A-Side. Please do that. If you support your boy Blue, support my brother A-Side. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. YG Knight, what's up, family?
YG Knight, how you feeling, great brother?
Brother YG Knight is in the building. Hey, A-Side, so we got some more news. Let's get right into this.
Let's do it.
So the great brother, Errol the Truth Spence Jr.
Jason Church, salute.
Former unified welterweight world champion.
Salute, Lil J.
Right? He reveals now that he had also broken ribs going into the fight, could not spar a month out from the fight, and was cleared to get the shots in his side a week before the fight. What is your thoughts on this?
He was cleared to get those injections in the side. You know which injections, like when they get hurt. He was cleared to get that 2 weeks or a week before the fight.
A week before the fight, he said.
Blue, we cracked the code yesterday.
Yeah.
We cracked the code yesterday.
Yeah.
They're going to be black people with suits. I mean, people with black suits outside of your house, Blue. It's a conspiracy.
Yeah.
It's not conspiracy. It's conspiracy.
I was having a debate with my great brother, Tay Jones, earlier.
Right.
And then I started having an issue with people just in my chat, just
what they were saying,
bombarding me. Man, you switched up on Errol. You switched up on Errol. You switched up on Errol. How did I switch? A-Side, did you see me switch up on Errol Spence? Is me telling the truth about Errol Spence situation? Is me switching up? I'm not switching up on Errol Spence. This is my take. And I'm gonna tell you my take of what I said to my great brother Tay Jones and to the people in the chat. Now, Tay Jones obviously is different. That's my brother. You understand? And Tay, I meant to call you back. So he's completely different. But now, and go subscribe to my brother Tay Jones. Please go subscribe to my great brother Tay Jones. Ethiopian Eyes, what's good? So my stance is this: is that he should never have. Tay says he's just telling his truth, which is 1,000%. He's telling his truth, right?
Right.
I have no problem with that. That is a fact. I have an issue with him putting it out there now because it discredits Terrence Crawford.
That is true.
Okay. And the rematch, I was reading the Queen's DJ, what's up, family? It discredits, so he was saying, well, he's still giving him his credit. So I'm saying he's not giving him credit. If I say, A-Side, yeah, you beat me in a 40-yard dash.
But I didn't sleep the day before.
But I was hungover.
For sure, right?
Broken toe.
Right.
And my ribs was broken. But you did a good job. No, I didn't do a good job. I didn't do anything.
I didn't beat the hell to you.
You said I didn't do. You're saying I didn't do anything. DOG 215, my brother, what's up? DOG, put the link to Tay channel in the chat, please. Ain't it, man? What's good?
Salute,
Joseph Knight, what's up, family? Man? Salute to my brother DOG in the building. That's my brother right there. So Phil, what's up, family? So my thing is, you are not giving him any credit by saying, oh, my ribs was broke, but you won. My eye couldn't see, but you won. I couldn't make the weight. I had an issue making the weight, but you won.
For sure.
I didn't win nothing. A1 Hoop Zone, my brother Emmanuel H in the building. What's goody with your family?
Do you think there's something that he got to tell himself, and he has been telling himself for the last couple months in order to justify that type of beating?
Right. So my thing is this, right? I didn't win anything.
For sure.
You just told the world that I didn't do anything. Terrence Barr-Levin, what's good? That's what you just did. Alan Thomas, what's up? You didn't congratulate me. You just said I won in spite of.
Yeah, exactly.
I won in spite of. You won the fight. Good job. But I couldn't see your punches. Meaning that if I didn't have this issue with my eye and I could see your punches, you wouldn't have hit me with it.
Yep.
That's what you're telling me. If I was 100% healthy, the fight don't play out like that. Rob Bass, what's good? 30 or 100 Ernesto, what's good? If I didn't have this broken rib, the fight wouldn't have played out like this. I couldn't spar a month for the fight. So my whole point was this. This is like I told Tay. And I'm saying my brother Tay Jones because he's as my brother and we can have a civilized debate. Everybody else is just trolling me. So Justin Hawkins, what's good? So Captain, what's good? So by me saying all of those things, I wanted to have the rematch at 154. So now you was wagering. So like I said, you should not have taken the fight. Period. End of discussion.
Right.
As a competitor, if I'm a competitor, right? And I know I have all these things going on. G Setter, what's up? And I lose, you will never know about it. Dragon Fame, what's good? Because guess what? In the rematch, okay, you're going to see something completely different. I ain't got to tell you. I know why I came up short. Let me get back in the gym. Let me go back to the lab. I made a mistake, and it ain't going to happen again. I'm not going to tell you. I'm not going to tell the world, well, I couldn't see in my eyes. I had a broken rib, and I couldn't spar. The weight is an issue. Ray Davis, what's up, family? I'm not going to say that. Because I just did this. What I just did was I discredited myself. I discredited the fight itself. I discredited Terrence Crawford, right? And so just like I said in any other fight with any other fighter, FK, your feelings, what's up, family? If you knew that this was the case going into the fight, you robbed the fans.
Not only that,
you knew there was a strong possibility you could not perform to the best of your abilities because you was hindered.
For sure. Not only that, you disrespected your opponent by doing that.
New York Forever 777, what's up, family? Hey, Curry, bless his beautiful queen. Now, just think about this. Now, think about this, right? Remember this. I said I picked Errol Spence to win the fight. Rossjaw was good, right? What do I always say, A-Side? You can never know what they're going through in life. Rock 84, what's up? We never know what they're going through in life because they're regular human beings. You understand what I'm saying? So now, I picked Errol Spence. He said, I had broken ribs. He ran up the mountain 4 days before the fight. Chuck P.C. Vilbasa, what's good? Here's my reasoning for saying this. This is what I was saying. And this is my reason for saying this. You are at fault. That's not Terrence Crawford's fault, bro. It's not Terrence Crawford's fault. So it's irresponsible to tell the world you went through these things because that's not Terrence Crawford's fault. You have to keep that to yourself. You chose to fight with a cloudy eye. You chose to fight with a broken rib. You chose to fight, run up the mountain 4 days before the fight. You chose to fight at 147. You should have pulled out the fight, point blank and period. Jackie Hernandez, peace and blessings, queen. If you did not pull out the fight and you took the fight and you went through with the fight and this is the results, you gotta take that as a man. That's it. That's it. Bro, I lost. Don't say there's no, because here's the thing. What did I always say? What did I say yesterday? The worst thing to live with in life is what? Regret. He is living with regret that he went through with the fight, knowing he had a rib injury, knowing he couldn't see. Right? It's one thing to concede in the negotiations and then lose. That's one thing. But he knows that if he wasn't healthy, he couldn't spar a month before the fight. What made you believe? How dare you think that you was going to beat Terrence Crawford?
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. You disrespected your opponent.
Right. I ain't sparred a month before the fight.
Yeah.
I got a broken rib.
Ran up a mountain.
I can't see out my eye. And I'm feeling weight drain. Bruh. So here's the thing. Because I give you credit for being a dog and going through with the fight. So you got to stand on that and accept the consequences as they came. Kendra, what's up, family? No, they didn't know Errol Spence was done. Errol Spence did that to himself. So you can't tell the world this, bro. That's what I'm saying.
This is if I'm
crazy. In Errol Spence's corner, I'm be like, bro, take that. Stop saying that, bro. This is all true. That's just how I'm built. Anybody that rock with me know. One of my mans, my brothers, anybody. That's just how I am.
For sure.
You understand? I didn't compete to the level that he competed at, but I competed in football. My brother Bishop Megastar knows this, right? I competed and Bishop, I went from line to linebacker to corner. I told you guys I had got up to 337 pounds. I went from line to linebacker to corner playing semi-pro. When I got back to corner, it took a hot minute to get my legs under me. I was out there getting worked. And guess what? My brother, my boys, they was like, nah, don't worry. I'm like, don't worry. I'm getting torched. What you mean? I'm getting torched. I'ma always keep it 100. Bro, I got torched. Why you got torched? My legs ain't there. Man, this dude fast. I ain't fast right now. Plain and simple. Yeah, Paul Porter. I was getting Bish. I got Bish. Did I not give up a touchdown? I ain't give up a touchdown the whole game. Got to the goal line. I got fatigued. Boy, one of the easiest touchdowns he could have had in his life. Ethiopian Eyes, what's good? Marcus R, what's good? Boy hit me with a right to the corner. When he did this, I was still standing there. No reaction time. Donnie D, 1954, Triple OG, brother in the super chat. We appreciate you. He said, not one excuse, but four. And that's what I'm saying. Yeah, Jackie Hernandez. And then another time, Jackie Hernandez, I was having too much fun the night before. My legs was completely gone. And I was out there getting torched. They was hit, every receiver lined up on was just hit me with the Randy Moss. I got torched. Isaiah GQ was good. My coach came up and he said, bro, after it was over, I'm telling y'all all truth, man. I don't speak from non-experience. The Magnificent Media Group, what's up? So I don't speak from that, right? Now check this out. After the game was over, my coach came up, and my coach played for the 49ers. He was an NFL coach. And he came up, he said, bro, I ain't never seen you look like that. What happened? I said, I don't know. They got the best of me. Now, I know very well I was up pulling an all-nighter. You understand me? Going hard in the paint. You know what I'm talking about. All night.
Off the dresser.
All night, off the dresser. Off the dresser. Knew I had to perform. I was performing in the wrong event.
For sure.
I was performing. I was trying to impress the wrong person.
For sure.
Got out there. I knew I had noodle legs. I knew I couldn't move. My legs was gone. Got out there and got beat. Terrible. Hey, what's going on with you, coach? I think you need to take me out. I ain't got it. He said, take you out. I ain't lying. I said, I ain't got it. He said, man, what happened? I said, I don't know, bro. I'll be good next week. I knew what it was. I got embarrassed out there. I knew what it was. I just said, I'll see you next week. Ain't happen again. Best believe that. Every time she came in the room, don't matter what she had on. If it was a Friday before the game or a Saturday before the game, nope, I'm going on the couch. Won't get me again. You won't get me again. You won't get me again. AK Crowder, my brother in the building in the super chat. He said, blessings, bro. Blue, smash the like button. 100. Yes, sir. Get them likes all the way up. You understand what I'm saying? Nat King Cole Jr., what's up, family? My brother Charles Edward Cheese in the building. He said, free, bud.
For sure.
Malik Black, what's up, family? Yeah. So that's my whole thing, right? It's not a knock towards Errol Spence. It's just a knock at the timing. Bro, keep it to yourself. You are somebody that has never made up an excuse. It's no reason to give us a breakdown as to why. Because we knew this. Barbara D, peace and blessings, queen. How you feeling today? It's what I knew this. I told you guys this before. I heard this a while back. I heard this a while back from a very credible source. I knew this already, but you got to keep it to yourself, bro. You got to keep it to yourself. It's not necessary to publicly to make it public. Not necessary. Because what? Sure. It's not going to reverse the fight. And what you did was, Jeffrey Brooks, my brother in the super chat.
You robbed.
He said if Bud could get out the rematch, he should. Yeah, because he's getting discredited. It's to me, Bruce Leroy, what's good, family? Thomas Red Fan, what's good? To me, it's just discrediting everything he did, bro.
So you think that he shouldn't have the rematch because of that reason?
Yo, if this is what I said to my brother Tay, and this is what I'm gonna ask you, because y'all my brother. If you are Terrence Crawford, how you feeling right now?
No, I mean I'm definitely feeling slighted. I'm feeling like the biggest fight of my life, because you gotta think about it. This fight is such a big deal for Bud. Like Bud became a star, you know, and then now it's almost as if you can possibly snuff out some of that that limelight that he just got. You know what I mean? It's not like he's been in the limelight for a while. People know him. He's been a superstar for a while, and this is just one of his big fights. No, this is the fight of his career. And now people are stating, EJ is stating that he had all of these issues after the fight. It steals a lot of that line from Bud, because he worked hard, he kept himself healthy, and he kept himself in the prime of his life for this fight specifically. Now it's like it just feels like he's slighted, like he's been like as if Bud can't do no right. You see what I'm saying? Bud can't do no right, and this was supposed to be the fight that rectified that, and it just turning out to come across distasteful to me from the Spence team.
And that's my thing. If I'm Terrence Crawford right now, I'm like, bro, really? Bro, I wouldn't even want to fight no more.
For sure.
One or two things, right? And salute to the great brother, New York Forever 777, brother in the building in the super chat, dropping that Cinco on us in the super chat. He said, just came through to show my brother Blue some love. Keep bringing that heat, family. Salute. Hashtag
Salute.
BC. I appreciate you, great brother.
Salute.
Donnie D, 1954, Triple OG in the building in Super Chat once again. He said, if Bud beat him a second time, they say Errol Spence gonna Dana good. I don't understand what you're saying, Triple OG. Gennaro Vasquez, what's good? He said, if Bud beat him second time, they say EJ,
that's Errol Spence.
Yeah, I don't understand what you're trying to say, Triple OG. You're gonna have to rewrite that. So my thing is this, right? One or two things are from Terrence Crawford right now. One,
Cheese just said it. Damaged goods.
Oh, he's damaged goods.
Damaged goods. Yeah. You're 100% right. 100% right.
Yeah. He damaged goods. Right.
I appreciate that. Appreciate that.
And that's what I'm saying. So if I'm Terrence Crawford right now, bro, I don't even want to fight you. Or now I just want to prove the point, because at 154, it's like, bro, he can't win. He can't win, bro.
That's what I'm saying. It's feeling like he's getting to a point where he can't win, and he did everything right, and it still won't, give him. This is this one fight that just put him into stardom, So that I can see where you're coming from with that, and I agree with it. I'm gonna be honest with you, I agree with that. Let me ask everyone at this moment to go ahead and smash the like button. If you haven't, everyone that's just joined the chat, if you're just coming in, to go ahead and smash the like button. If you're on a mobile device, go ahead and press the X at the top right-hand side of the screen. Press it until it goes down. Press the thumbs up button until it glows black, then come back into the chat. This content is not free, but you can pay for the content by smashing that like button. Pay your admission. We appreciate you guys. Thank you.
Absolutely. So, that's my thing, ultimately. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
So, if I'm Terrence Crawford right now, what do he gain out of it? What do he gain out of it?
Bud stand to gain nothing, because if he beats EJ, he's supposed to beat him because he had all these pre-existing conditions. Like the brother just said, he's damaged goods. But EJ stands to gain everything, because they're going to say, even though he had insurmountable odds and fighting Bud Crawford with all of these, pre-existing conditions, he rose from the concrete ashes like a phoenix, and then he beat, the ever great Bud, and now he's hailed as the greatest thing since sliced bread. Like, he has everything to gain, Bud has nothing to gain. But Bud has everything to lose if he was to lose the fight.
Right. Man, and people don't understand. I'm about boxing.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? I'm boxing first, man. Charles Pickett, what's up? I don't want to see neither one of them discredited. The fight itself is completely discredited now. You understand? If this holds to be true, if you have all these injuries going into the fight, then once again, we have another fighter that came into the fight and we got robbed. Because you told us that you was going to do X, Y, and Z, and I believed you. And you're not even nowhere near healthy. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
Again, every fighter goes into the fight and they're not healthy. Something's wrong with everybody. But boy, oh boy, come on, man. You can't see. You got a broken rib. You weight drain. What are we doing? It's just like this, right? Manny Pacquiao after the Mayweather fight. Man, I had a shoulder injury. Bro.
Hey, I love when they say he had a shoulder injury. Did you see the video? They say Manny Pacquiao had a shoulder injury, and then they show the clips in succession of him throwing the punch with. It's too funny, yo.
Yo,
You ever seen that?
bro, and that's what I said. It's just, at the end of the day, this is what happens is that it just makes it just takes away from the whole sport, bro.
Right.
It takes away from the whole sport. Now you got a referee, Tony Weeks, saying this dude had a brain aneurysm on the scan.
But then that I'm telling you, Blue, we cracked the code yesterday. If he had a brain aneurysm on the scan, when did he have that scan?
Right.
It couldn't have been the night of the fight.
So now let me say this, A-Side. Let's say Terrence Crawford go in the rematch. And Terrence Crawford lose. Now Terrence Crawford like, yeah, well, you know, my hand was broken. This was hurting. That was hurting. Now what?
Nobody definitely.
Everybody that's defending this is going to be like, nah, Bud making up excuses.
For sure.
Now we got the real Errol Spence and Bud making up excuses. Well, how you know we got the real Terrence Crawford now? Cause we could do this all day.
For sure.
Because now Terrence Crawford, let's say he go in the rematch, he lose, and everybody gonna say, you see, now you got the real EJ, and he lost. And now Terrence Crawford say, yeah, well, my left toe was broken. I had a broken rib. My left hand was hurting, was broke before the fight. Now what? Now are we gonna say, nah, Terrence Crawford making up stories? Because the first thing they're gonna say is Terrence Crawford is lying.
For sure. The EJ fans is gonna say Terrence Crawford is lying.
Right.
The same way the Bud fans is thinking like, if you had all these things, why would you go in the fight? It's excuses.
Claymore Ray, my brother in the building in the super chat, dropping that Cinco on us in the super chat. He said, peace, Blue and A-Side. Is it possible he is trying to give his fan base fuel to want the fight again because it seems like it lost steam? No.
Just making it lose.
And I've seen people saying, hey man, it's just promoting the fight. No, it's not. No, it's not. Promoting the fight would be Errol Spence just coming out and saying, I wasn't 100% myself, not giving no details. I'm in the gym. I'm in the lab. I'm focused. You're going to get a different version of me. Trust me. Believe me. I wasn't myself. Now I'm going to be myself 100%. Remember, and let me give y'all an example. And salute to my brother, the champ, the legend, the Hall of Famer, the icon, the Filipino Flash, Nonito Donaire in the building. Box Beyond the Ring with Nonito and Rachel, my brother in the building.
Salute.
Go subscribe to Beyond the Ring with Nonito and Rachel Donaire. So here's the thing. Remember this? Roy Jones leading up into after that first fight with Antonio Tarver? And Antonio Tarver said, man, I'm bringing families back together. Roy reunited with his father. Roy said, you're going to get the best version of me. I was weight drained, so on and so forth. Remember Antonio Tarver got in the ring and he said, got any excuses tonight, Roy?
Right.
Got any excuses tonight, Roy? If Roy had a lot of excuses, right? Got any excuses tonight, Roy? He knocked Roy Jones out. And what's the first thing everybody said was, well, Roy wasn't himself no more. You can't win.
You're not going to win.
What Marco just said yesterday when I said when Tarver had his number, no, he didn't really have it. Yes, he did.
And the face that he made was like,
oh, man, I can't believe this. Bro. It's unfair, man. It's irresponsible to the fans. It's irresponsible to the sport. Antonio Short, my brother in the super chat, dropping that Cinco on us in the super chat. Salute, Blue Blood. I wiped my feet before I came in. Salute to you, King. I appreciate you. I need everybody smash that like button, get the likes all the way up. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You just can't. Bro, we could go down this rabbit hole forever. It's never ended.
Hey,
it's never ended.
You're probably right. American boxers with American excuses, making Americans look bad. You know what? I'll put African Americans because this is like the pinnacle of the two black fighters. They sold out. It's like they beat all the narratives, right? In this fight. It was such a prideful moment. They didn't hoot and holler on stage where they disrespected one another. Although the entourages probably did. But it was like a moment where you're like, yeah, black fighters can fight and they can sell and whatnot. Now it's like, oh man, it's like the Oscars when it was with Will Smith and Chris Rock. It's like it didn't pan out well. You know what I mean? It's not panning out well.
Right. Jay Williams said Roy wasn't. When you go up to heavyweight and come back down to light heavy, losing that, it don't matter. Don't take the fight. When he got knocked out the second time, don't take the fight. Don't take the fight. If you can't be yourself, don't take the fight. It's just that simple. Then there's no excuses. I'm not fighting. Why? I'm not myself. Plain and simple. Their pride and y'all's pride forces them to take the fight. Then they lose, and then they gonna tell you, well, I wasn't myself. So why did you take the fight? Why did you take the fight?
I would be disappointed on the front end with the fight delay, as opposed to be with a healthy you going inside of the ring with a Bud, giving us the best fight that you absolutely can give us, as opposed to you being a dog and giving us the worst version of you, and then the excuses on the back end. So it's like I got to take back. Not only do I got to, adjust and see how I feel about what it is that you're going through, but now I got to look at Bud performance and like, dang, it was super easy. Like, is this true? It's caused a cascade of effects.
Yeah, right, bro. It's at the end of the day, this is the bottom line. Don't take the fight.
For sure.
Simple.
For sure.
I'm not myself. It's one thing to have minor injuries.
Right.
It's another thing to have hindering injuries. Don't take the fight. Plain and simple. Plain and simple. It's just that simple. Let me ask y'all a question. I'm a huge 49er fan. Donnie D, 1954, triple OG, back in the building, back in the super chat. If Bud caught him punched in the lung, Bud knew. Yeah, I'm sure Terrence Crawford was aware. But here's the thing. Don't take the fight. I'm a 49er fan. Classy man, what's good? You see, the NFL, they do this, right, A-Side? They have a report to give the fans the option before the week. You have an injury report every week. They give you an update. Peter the Shiznam, what's good? If I got a corner out there, right, I ain't even going to use the NFL, but to the NBA, right? Michael Jordan had the flu. He played the flu game. If we would have lost, we lost. We ended up winning, and he had the flu. Period. Period. You step in the ring. You agree to everything. That's it. It's over. The better man wins. The better man loses. That's it. It's simple. T-Bugs, what's up, family? Like he gave a date. Like he was having this injury, this eye injury, since like the car accident, essentially. So then you had this eye injury and all these effects before the Danny Garcia fight, before the Ugas fight. And I always make a joke when he says, I thought it was one of the funniest things when Marco asked him, how's your eye? And he said, my eye? I always say this. How's the eye? My eye? He said, yeah, your eye. Look fine to me. He always said that, right? No excuses.
Right.
Now we lose, and now it's like, well, I couldn't see his left and his right. Like, bro, come on, bro. We can't do that, champ. You can't do that. You can't do that. You can't. Barbara D said, well, don't forget Bud Held. No, he did not. No, he didn't. We went over that 1,000 times, Queen. He did not. There goes us trying to grasp with straws again. There goes us trying to make up excuses. Well, Bud held up the fight for this long, so this. No, he did not. Errol Spence had that car accident in 2019 before they even began to negotiate. And he said these are lingering injuries from that car accident in 2019. So it didn't matter when he fought him, he was going to have these injuries.
Salute C Money Bad Star.
He was going to have these injuries because he had the car accident in 2019. These are lingering effects. And he said that he wasn't living a fighter's lifestyle. That was before the car accident. So that means that he was going to have these injuries and these effects after the Sean Porter fight and prior to the Sean Porter fight. So it didn't matter when Terrence Crawford started negotiating. That's not an excuse. C Money Best Style is Brooklyn in the house without a doubt. Jay Williams, brother in the super chat, dropping that Cinco on us in the super chat. Who walking away from their biggest payday of their life, Blue? Keep talking though. I'm listening as usual. LOL. When he was forced from the biggest payday of his career was going to be the Manny Pacquiao fight, and they forced him out the fight. Here to learn was good. And he wasn't going to walk away from the biggest payday of his life. It was going to be postponed. Plain and simple. And let's say this, Jay Williams. Okay, let's go by that method. Addison Pinkney, what's up? So Jay Williams, let's go by that method. If that's the case, and you wasn't walking away from your biggest payday, and that's why you did it, then don't tell the world why you wasn't victorious. Just eat it and take the punches like a man. That's it. Plain and simple. Plain and simple. I ain't walking away from my biggest payday. Okay, so take the bumps and bruises because you ain't walking away from your biggest payday. So that's why. So now you lost. Now you got to eat it. Plain and simple.
I always said, make your bed, you lay in it.
Right.
Always.
Plain and simple.
Make your bed, you lay in it.
Plain and simple. That's how it goes. Sammy B. Proper, brother in the super chat.
Wow.
Dropping that Cinco on us in the super chat. He said, I paid $2K for my seat at the fight. And Blue, you're absolutely right. He robbed the fans. EJ seriously owe all the fans a true apology.
That's what we're talking about.
That's what I'm trying to tell you.
People feel slighted. Yeah, for sure.
Right.
That's what we're talking about. Yo, that's like, put it like this. It's
Jay Williams, stop it. Quit while you ahead, brother. Quit while you ahead. Ain't nobody asked him for this information. He volunteered it. Nobody asked him about this information. He took to social media and he volunteered it. Period. Go ahead, Asa, what you were saying?
Yeah, Sammy, to answer what it is that you're saying, yo, that's like you like this favorite baker, right? She make your favorite cake, and you know what I'm saying? You got your birthday party coming up, and you ask her to make this cake for you. Now she know good and well that she don't have all the ingredients, but you done got cake from her before, so you pay her the money up front. You know she good for it, right? Yo, everybody at the party, you've been raving about the cake. You know what I'm saying? Your favorite baker done baked it. Now everybody at the party eating the cake. It's like, yo, this cake is trash. All the ingredients, you know what I mean? I was missing eggs. I was missing milk, the type that I need. I missed some cream. I was like, yo, why you took the money?
Right.
Why would you take the money? It don't make sense.
Right.
Or just tell me that I don't have all of the ingredients. Would you want something else? You see what I'm saying? Don't just take the money. EJ took the money. Right. So if he took the money, he's telling you that he's good for it. He's good for one of the greatest performances that's about to take place because he's charging you $2,000 per seat. That's pretty much telling you, Sammy, I promise you it will be worth your money. This seat will be worth at least $2,000 for the performance that I'm going to display tonight.
Right. No, you can't. You cannot do that. Okay, it's not his fault, right? But it is his fault. Imagine somebody say, "Oh, you know something?" Based off of Errol Spence's last few performances and based off what I'm used to, accustomed to seeing from Errol Spence, I'm putting $10,000 on Errol Spence. You lose your $10,000. And now he come out and be like, yeah, well, I couldn't see on my right eye. I had broken ribs. I was weight drained. Sure. I was this. You're going to be like, wait, what? But you stood on the podium and you told me this was going to be a one-sided beatdown? I trusted you. You got to keep that to yourself. Like Sammy said, he paid $2,000 for a seat and he knew he wasn't 50% of himself. He knew that months before the fight. Come on, people. Make it make sense now. Make it make sense. If I knew a month before the fight, I couldn't even spar. Make this make sense, people. I couldn't even spar a month before the fight because I was injured. And I'm going into a fight with Terrence Crawford. Timothy Ramdeen, what's good? I'm going into the fight with Terrence Crawford. I couldn't spar a week before the fight. I can't see out my eye. I knew this ahead of time. It's one thing, A-side, like I said, it's one thing if he was just weight drained, trying to make the weight, that's acceptable. You're trying to make the weight. Marlo's so cool. What's up, family? You're trying to make the weight. You're trying to make the fight. You're trying to concede. I 1,000% understand that. 1,000%. Southwest Dice was good. And you expected to perform a certain kind of way. And then after that, you like, man, the weight cut was worse than I thought. And I couldn't do it. Cool. But, bro, you know you have a broken rib. You know you have a cataract. You can't see out your eye. Bro, what? I don't know. Maybe I'm tripping. Maybe I'm tripping.
No, you own one.
Maybe I'm tripping.
You own one. I have the slightest idea, man. You own one.
I don't know, man. Like, and again, like I said, Ross Shaw was good. If I'm Errol Spence, brother, if I'm Errol Spence friend, if I'm anything kin to Errol Spence, bro, people gonna say, man, you hating on Errol Spence or you switching up on Errol. No, I'm a real one. Ren's Piper, what's good? And I would be telling Errol Spence, right, if Errol Spence was sitting here right now and this camera was off, I would say, EJ, because I'm a man in my own skin, I'm comfortable in my own skin. I would say, yo, EJ, bro, don't say that. Man, bro, tweet, delete that ASAP. That's what I would tell him. I'd be like, bro, delete that ASAP, bro. Don't put that energy out there. Just let's get right for this rematch. That's it. Rod to the sun, what's good? And if Jordan is listening and EJ is listening, that's exactly what I would tell him right now. EJ, put your phone away, bro. Get back in the lab, get busy. That's it. That's it. Point blank and period. I'll be like, bro, what is you doing? You're tweaking right now. And if he got mad at me, he would just get mad at me. But people will appreciate that in the long run, bro. People will appreciate you in the long run when you keep it 100 with them. They might not agree with you, but they're gonna appreciate you keeping it 100 with them. Sammy B. Proper, my brother, back in the building, back in the super chat, dropping a dub on us in the super chat. He said not doing physical therapy after that first car accident told me that EJ wasn't serious about the lifestyle of boxing. I'm an EJ fan, but I think his ego got him to thinking Terrence Crawford was a pushover. That's what people are saying in the chat. MB813 was good. Exactly. Salute to Sammy B. Proper, brother in the super chat, dropping that dub on us in the super chat. Buddha Namaste, what's good? So, okay, let's say he did underestimate him, right? Well, you underestimate him. This was the results. You got to deal with it. It just is what it is. That's it.
You know, I want to give some pushback.
Huh?
I want to give a little pushback on that.
Go ahead.
I don't think because I like Sammy's I like what Sammy said. I don't think EJ was more so thinking about him as a pushover as much as he was thinking about himself as being a dog. I don't care. I'm gonna make it happen regardless. Like even with the physical therapy comment, I love that. A same person would have went to physical therapy, got themselves together, got back to the sport that they want. But EJ don't want to feel weak in his own. He don't want to feel weak. I've met people that's like that. They got a sense of pride, and it cannot. It's unmovable, and that dog come out of them. But that same nature can get you hurt because it doesn't allow for you to have no bend, no wiggle room to see where that nature can actually put you in a worse or much more compromising position if you don't open your eyes and see that there are certain things that needs to be handled in a certain way. You see what I'm saying? If it's an eye injury, you need to get that checked out. You need to get it checked. You can't just, oh man, it's all right to me, because it's only going to be all right for so long. It can only get worse. It's not getting better with doing the very thing that you're doing, which is a physically taxing sport, right? That bullheaded nature is ultimately what ended him up in this position. That pride.
Exactly. And that's my thing. Your ego, your pride, it could get to you. But that's why I said you got to have the proper people around you.
Yeah.
You have to have the proper people around you. And he does. Yellow Beezy, Jordan. You understand what I'm saying? And I know he's strong-minded. Two made for TV. What's up? I know EJ strong-minded. The Humphrey fan was good. I know Jordan. I know Yellow Beezy. I know they you understand the cerebral one. What's up, family? You understand? His dad is a man's man. You understand? He's his own man. EJ is, and he's strong-willed. He a dog, and that's what I'm saying. Don't diminish that in the public eye by putting this information out there because it makes you look bad. Leandre B, what's up, family? Because it comes off as an excuse. Now you're gonna have people that's gonna try to defend it, but there is no defending it, because at the end of the day, you just shouldn't have taken the fight. Period. You made that choice. You made that decision to step in the ring. That's it. Don't diminish anything Terrence Crawford has done. Gary Childress was good. It just is what it is. Don't take any. You're taking credit away from Terrence Crawford. That's what you're doing. Vontae Too Clean, brother in the super chat. He said, "You're not tripping. I lost 2 racks on EJ." Shaking my head. Exactly. Me too. And I ain't mad that I lost my bread. I lost my bread. It is what it is. But bro, you can't do this, bro. You can't. And I lost my bread. And I'm saying this.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, I know. You called me early in the morning.
Ace, I know. Ace, I know. Ace Sing was good. I lost my bread. Kevin Jackson was good. And I could be like, bro, okay, I could use this to justify me losing my bread, to make me feel better. Ain't no way. I'm not going to do it. And neither should y'all. No. You just got to say, bro, I wasn't myself. That's it. Like he said, I'm not making up no excuses. Cool. Leave it as that. It just is what it is. See, but the situation with Deontay Wilder is different. There was the glove was deflated. It looked like there was this. Why not? What's up, family? This situation. See, Capadonna 24. What's up, family? When Errol Spence beat your Danish Ugas, he didn't tell you none of his physical ailments. When asked about his physical ailments, the only thing he said was, I still was only 80% of myself. But he never gave you no detail of the ailments. When asked about his eye, he sidestepped the question. How's your eye doing? My eye, yeah, look fine to me. De Niro Brad Kennel, he said, yeah, he did. Where? When? Send me the link where EJ made told you detailed issues, what was going on with his body when he beat your Danish Ugas. Hey, Sing, my brother in the super chat, dropping that Cinco on us in the super chat. He said, when are we getting news on Boots fight? Who do you believe he fights next? I don't know, bro. I don't know what's going on with that situation. I don't know what's going on with Jerron in his situation, seeing as though he's with no, let me retract that. I heard that he could be fighting Mario Barrios. And then I heard that, yeah, he's supposed to be fighting Mario Barrios, as a matter of fact. But I don't know, man. I don't know what's going on with the schedule with the PBC. Because we heard nothing. They supposed to have their first fight in March. You understand? They supposed to be having a card in March. And I don't know. We even got no announcement, nothing. But go ahead, A-Side.
Well, what you just left off on. I just came back in.
Oh yeah, so I was just saying that, you just gotta keep that to yourself, man. But let me ask you this question: Claressa Shields, Alycia Baumgardner. Have you seen this?
I just was about to look at it when I came home. When Sean was telling me about it, I didn't get a chance to watch it just yet.
Oh, okay. Man, they was going hard. So they got on the plane together. Alycia Baumgardner and Claressa Shields, and right. That fight is being promoted up. It's being built up, and I want to see it now.
Let me ask you, how do you see that fight going? Just right now, just with
And again, let me say this: I'm one of the first people that interviewed Alycia Baumgardner. She know I support her, but I'm gonna tell Alycia Baumgardner the same thing because I'm just gonna stand on my square. You got to fight Claressa Shields at 154 at least. You got to fight Claressa Shields at 154 at least. That's what you got to do. You got to fight Claressa Shields at 154. You call her out. You push it for the fight. I don't want to see no catch weights. I ain't trying to see Claressa Shields ain't never fought at 147. I ain't trying to see her fight at 147. Nope.
Let me ask you.
You got to go. You got to go up there. She got to go up there and fight her at 154 at least. It just is what it is. You call her out. You say size don't matter. Go get busy. Sure.
What do Alycia walk around at?
I don't know, but she fight at like 130.
Right.
But she fight 130, but this was never even a figment of most people's imagination.
Right.
You understand?
That's right. That's what I wanted
Isaiah
to ask.
Boyd said I disagree. What Isaiah Boyd, what did you disagree with? What is it that you disagree with?
I'm trying to see if she even 154 walking around. Because Lisa looks small. Like
she is small.
Year round. But I'm saying like in and out of fight camps. It's like she looked. I don't think she 154 walking around. You think so?
Oh, she fought at 135. He said that's 20 pounds. Dub C. Salute to Dub C. He said that's 20 pounds though, Blue. No, I ain't trying to hear the those, the buts, the ifs, the ands. I ain't trying to hear none of that. She called out Claressa Shields. She's aggressively pursuing Claressa. Claressa Shields ain't never mentioned Alycia Baumgardner a day in her life. Not that Mr. C was good. Not a day in her life has she talked about fighting Alycia Baumgardner. Or she just showed up to her fights and showing her love. So now you're going to aggressively call me out and I got to go down to weight I ain't never fought that? Come on, make it make sense. Make it make sense. Nah, Shaq didn't start this. This started way before Shaq. This started on Twitter where Rydell Rose was good. This started on Twitter. Excuse me, on Instagram. Alycia Baumgardner did an Instagram live. And on that Instagram live, she was asked about Claressa Shields, and she said she wanted to fight Claressa Shields. And then she started talking about fighting Claressa Shields, and people were saying that, oh, I thought y'all was cool. And she was like, this ain't got nothing to do with being cool. Adam Quinnos was good. This the hurt business. I'm about fighting the best, so on and so forth. And then Claressa responded like, wow, I thought we was cool, and I ain't never thought nothing about fighting you. And then she was like, oh, I've been told you I wanted to fight you. X, Y, and Z, so on and so forth. Well, Claressa's like, bro, I ain't have no inkling. No, I was just supporting you as a female boxer and an undisputed champion. Claressa didn't have no thoughts of fighting. Alycia, she's, like you said, she's fights at 130, 135. Claressa fights at 54, 60, and 68. She ain't thinking about fighting her. So it's like this, right? Terrence Crawford, let's say Terrence Crawford, Alexis was good. No, Dub C, that was not Shaq's show, bro. That was recent. This happened weeks ago. That Shaq show is new. Her being on Shaq's show and talking about it is new. That's new. They already started beefing before she went on Shaq's show. That's why Claressa Shields just today, just an hour ago, just did a live and said, Shaq, I'm in LA right now. Bring me on the show. I'm in LA. That's old, Dub C. They've been going back and forth. That Shaq, the interview, the clip that she had on Shaq's show is new. They've been going back and forth before she went on Shaq. That's why Claressa just told Shaq to bring her on. No, you calling for this. That's like Inoue right now calling out Tank. Hey man, we gotta fight. Tank, we gotta fight. I'ma knock you out. This, and this. And Tank like, okay, let's fight. And then Inoue's like, yeah, but you gotta meet me at 130. Huh?
Yeah, right.
Not even 126. Claressa never fought at 147. The lowest she ever went was 154. Now she gonna drop 7 more pounds? Come on, man, make it make sense. You understand? Make it make sense.
I'm about to look at it right now, real quick.
Yeah,
I'm about to look at it right now.
Yeah, you understand? Make it make sense. Quincy Carter, what's up, family? Destiny Black, peace of blessings to the queen in the super chat, dropping that half a dub. On us in the super chat. Blue, Errol, the excuse Spence said he had the cataracts for 3 years. So he had it when he fought Ugas. His next excuse, his neck and his back. Smash the like button. Exactly. That's what I just said, Destiny. He said that he had these cataracts. He gave dates. A-side. He deleted it. But he put up the dates and said he had the cataract issues before the Ugas fight. And that's what I'm saying. If you had these cataracts before the Ugas fight, like, come on, man. Come on, man. DFW Motivation. What's up, family? Ramses Piper, my brother in the super chat, dropping that Cinco. On this in the super chat, I agree, Blue. Alycia trying to call shots. Miss Shields has cemented herself. All facts, great brother. No, ain't no way. Listen, if Claressa got to go to 147, there ain't gonna be no fight. Not my
brother, Chris Carter.
Because 3800 Ernesto, she said she would go to 147. I don't care what Claressa say. Claressa, do not go to 147. Do not go to 146. I'm not. Y'all don't get it. We having Boston Truth Serum. What's good? A-side, we having a debate right now about a situation where a fighter is not healthy.
For sure.
Now we're gonna ask Claressa to go to a weight she ain't never fought at for a fight that she ain't asking for. She ain't calling for this fight. She ain't asked for this fight. Sneaky Shooter, what's up, family? You understand? Smoking Joe 214 was good. Come on, man. Claressa ain't say nothing about going. She ain't said nothing about fight. If that's the case, she could fight Amanda Serrano. You ever heard Claressa talk about fighting Amanda Serrano? No.
No.
Come on. Come on. QY Network. What's up, family?
So
wait for men and women to totally tune in. I don't care what it is, brother. At the end of the day, Claressa Shields is a big girl. She ain't never. If that was the case, she would have fought at 147 against Cecilia Brækhus. Did you see her fight Cecilia Brækhus?
Hey, Blue, you are
she never fought Cecilia Brækhus. Charles Pickett, what's good?
Blue, you are a medical physician in some respect, right?
Mm-hmm.
Some respect. You have training in the medical field. Isn't it harder for a woman's anatomy to get down in weight because if their body is not supposed to go there? They actually have more fat than men do, and it's easier for them to maintain fat because it's healthy for them and it's healthy for their reproductive.
Right. That's why you hear women complain all the time. All men have to do is stop drinking soda.
Yeah.
And do a little exercise, and he lose weight extremely fast. That body weight is for them to be able to produce and protect the babies. El Musa Media 1080. What's up, family?
So if we're not asking men to do it, which is the sex that is easier, that's an easier process for it, then why would we ask women to do it?
Right. No. Alycia said she'll go to 154. Or she need to. Game on. What's up?
Yo, don't flush. You wow. You wow.
She got to go to 54. And man, listen, ain't none of that 147 nonsense. Nah, no. You hear Terrence Crawford? What Terrence Crawford said? And here's the thing: Alycia is saying Claressa is not a better boxer. She can't punch, so on and so forth. Nature Boy, what's up, family? How she knock out the same thing. She knock out. She be knocking dudes out. She be knocking out bigger people. Okay, you gotta go get that work then. That's what you want. And it's still a sacrifice for Claressa because she don't even fight at 154 no more. She fight at 60.
She even said it on Joe Rogan. She don't like to fight at 154 because it's too much on her.
Yeah,
it's taxing on her body.
Yeah. FK, you're feeling my brother in the super chat. Who will Bud fight next if EJ rematch is canceled? I don't know. He should be fighting Tim Tszyu. I want to see Jaron Ennis, but Tim Tszyu makes sense. And the reason I'll say Tim Tszyu, right, is because Tim Tszyu sets up a undisputed match with Jermell Charlo, a massive fight. Jermell Charlo fights his mandatory. Terrence Crawford fights and beats Tim Tszyu. He's the WBO champion. He fights Jermell Charlo. Jermell Charlo still has 3 belts. He still has the IBF for right now. Jermell Charlo defends his IBF belt against his mandatory, wins the fight. He wins that fight. Him and Terrence Crawford becomes a mega fight again. Dub C, my brother in the super chat, dropping that Cinco on us in the super chat. Hold up, though, Blue. We calling it out. Claressa called out Layla Ali, and she was 30 pounds heavier, and she asked her to go down to 175. Again, I said Claressa Shields need to go. You said we. I ain't say Claressa should go. Layla Ali should go down to nothing. I said Claressa need to go fight Layla at her weight. And I said they need to pay Layla Ali for her sacrifices. So we didn't say nothing. You speak in French, great brother. because I didn't say that Layla Ali should go down to nothing. I said Claressa Shields is calling out Layla Ali. Claressa Shields need to go up to fight Layla Ali at the weight she needs to fight, and Layla Ali needs to be paid for her sacrifice. BVG Trey, what's up, family? Yeah, my great brother Dub C started speaking French on me. On my oui. No.
Oh man.
Not Will. What's up, family?
I mean, I think it's gonna be I think it's gonna be a great debate when the brothers come up here. I mean, I would love to hear everyone's perspective on that. I think it'd have been a great fight had they been closer in weight, but I don't know if that fight get made, Blue.
What's that?
Could this be a form? I don't think Alycia Baumgardner is clout chasing. I just don't think it doesn't give off that type of energy.
I don't think she's clout chasing either. I think she really wants to fight.
I think she really wants to fight.
Yeah, this is what I think with Alycia Baumgardner. I think this is what happened. DFW Motivation, what's up, brother? I think this is what happened with Alycia Baumgardner. I think the same thing, the light bulb went off in her head, just like the light bulb had went off in Terrence Crawford head about going up to fight Canelo Alvarez, and how it can cement their legacy if they can accomplish that. That's what I think happened with Alycia Baumgardner. I think Alycia Baumgardner came to the understanding that if I fight and beat Claressa Shields, what can that do for me and my legacy and my career? And then you know what it did, A-Side? It became a reality. And then she's like, you know something? I'm going to pursue this. I think this can happen. Right? And she believes in herself. I don't think she's clout and chasing in the least bit. 88 Sports, so. What's up, family? Oh, is she trying to get the bag? DOG, 1,000%. What's up, family?
Let's say we can make this fight. Dream Earl, we can make this fight. What do you think they should get? Because that can't be like a low fight. That is the fight in women's boxing, right? If it does happen, hypothetically speaking, it happens. What do you think that should be offered for that fight? I mean, because women are not getting paid, that much to fight.
They should get them. They should get a piece easy. You understand?
Right. Some pay-per-view pay-per-view money.
I think this is what I think this is what Alycia should have done. And this is just my opinion as a fan. She should have fought Amanda Serrano, beat Amanda Serrano. Then you have nothing to lose at that point. Nothing else. Nothing else to gain in the lower weight classes. I said nothing to lose. You have nothing to gain in the lower weight classes anymore. You fight and beat Amanda Serrano, you become undisputed twice. You understand? Now you chase the big dog. Because there's a big fight. So it's coming off as clout chasing because you have a massive fight right there with Amanda Serrano. You understand what I'm telling you?
Right.
It's like, okay, it's just, it goes back to what you said yesterday with T.O. and Terrence Crawford. You got Devin Haney right there, and you calling out Terrence Crawford.
I see what you're saying.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it comes off as you're clout chasing. Markeitha Nar, piece of busters, Queen. How you feeling, Jay? You understand what I'm saying? Joe Freeman, brother in the super chat, dropping that Cinco on us in the super chat. He said, salute Blue and A-Side. Side question. If Smith win the weekend, you think Canelo try to fight him for the belts since he beat him at 168? Nah. Again, Canelo's pride is not going to let him chase that because he knows everybody will see the play. He's not going to do that. So if Callum Smith win this weekend, which is a strong possibility, if Callum Smith wins this weekend, strong possibility, he wins this weekend, then no, I think they'll rematch, and I think Canelo is just going to go about his day with David Benavidez. Now, later on down the line, he might pursue it. But he gonna chase his pride. His pride is making him chase Dimitri Bivol first. What you think about that, ASAP?
His pride is making him chase Dimitri Bivol.
No,
You mean
no. If
Canelo?
Caleb Smith beat Artabeta this weekend, do you think that Canelo gonna try to fight Caleb Smith now again to try to pick up them belts?
You know what? I stopped guessing on Canelo a long time ago. Blue. I'm sick of getting stuff wrong with Canelo. Every time I make a guess or think Canelo's gonna fight someone, he always just pull a rabbit out of a hat. So I haven't the slightest idea, man. I haven't the slightest idea with Canelo. I don't know what Canelo's gonna do. Canelo is in like Canelo is like Tank in a sense. I'm not saying I'm not comparing Tank to Canelo, but I'm saying like you just don't know who they're gonna fight. You just don't know. You know, I don't know. I'm really at a standpoint with Canelo. I don't know. Not yet.
Yeah, you just don't know what you're gonna get from Canelo. What direction is the guess is like?
It's so, you know what I mean? It's not it. He don't give you nothing to even try to aim at. You know what I mean? It's just I haven't the slightest idea.
Any logic, it goes out the window when you're dealing with Canelo.
For sure.
It's like it made sense.
Go ahead.
It made sense for him to go ahead and fight Demetrius Andrade for undisputed. It was the last belt. He jumps over Demetrius Andrade fight in his division, jumps over the next division, goes all the way to 175 and fights Sergey Kovalev.
Completely left. Right.
Completely left.
I haven't the slightest. I stopped guessing with him a long time ago.
It's a lot of strategic legacy building going on with Canelo.
So Cheese said something. He said Teofimo is not going to fight Devin unless it's for undisputed. Well, if Devin fight Matias, not Cheese. Teo need to go in and beat up on Rolly, you know, for that belt, or Ryan, the winner of Rolly and or Ryan, and that can be an undisputed fight at the possibly beginning of next year, early next year. What do you think about that?
Teo and Ryan?
What I'm saying is if Devin handles his business with Matias, right? Obviously, Teo will have to get past Jermaine. He needs to go beat up on the winner of Rolly versus Ryan. And then we can possibly have an undisputed showdown.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
You see what I'm saying? We could possibly have an undisputed showdown on our hands.
Right.
Top of 2025.
Right.
What you think about that?
Yeah, I like that idea. Idea. But what is Devin going to do in the meantime?
What do you mean? After Matias?
Yeah, because that's 2 fights.
Yeah, because that's 2 fights for Teo, but it's not 2 fights for Dev. In the meantime, who else is there at 140 for Dev to fight? Come back to me on that. Anybody, pretty much anybody outside of Gary Anton. I'll just keep it 1,000 with you.
Stay away from Gary.
Yeah, Gary can mess up the bag. I'm not saying he won't, he won't, beat my man or whatever. Yo, just stay away from Gary for right now.
Yeah, he said stay away from Gary.
Yeah, just you know what I mean. Just stay clear of Gary. Anybody you want, I don't care. Anybody in the division. Sandor Amari. I don't know. You know what I mean? Because it'd be good if he actually fights. If he fight Matias and then beat up on Sandor Martin, that builds the fight.
Yeah.
Because Teofimo actually looked bad against Sandor Martin. But boy, hey man, I'm just keeping it 1,000 with you. You know what I mean?
Just go fight Sandor Martin.
Just beat up on Sandor Martin until he gets the fight. Hey man. Yeah.
Hey man. You know what? I got an idea. Now watch this.
Yeah.
But salute to the Queen, Destiny Black, the Queen back in the building, back in the super chat, dropping another half a dub on us in the super chat. Blessings to the Queen, Destiny Black, back in the building, back in the super chat, dropping another half a dub on us in the super chat. She said, Blue, A-side, the excuse is going to show up to the rematch in a wheelchair and a neck brace. Bud is going to give him a dirt nap in the rematch. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. No hold back. Tell him how you really feel, Queen. Tell him how you really feel. Won't you tell him how you really feel?
God dang. You think, oh, Cheese, you think
Gary
Easy
what's up, brother? Go ahead. What you say, sir? Be the menace, Baumgardner the menace, the queen in the building, the vanilla drop, making up for 50% of the queens of the ring. The fine vanilla drop in the building.
Salute.
We need you, Be Menace, Baumgardner the menace, to drop the link to your channel in the chat.
Salute, salute, salute.
Go subscribe to Baumgardner the menace. Go subscribe to Nick J, Queens of the Ring. Drop that link in the chat. Go ahead, A-Side. Sorry about that.
Hey, man, that's my game. I'm sticking to it with no shame. Matias, Sandor Martin, and I'm saying that loud and proud. And then Tio got Jermaine, and then he got the winner of Rolly and Ryan. So that's it. And right when he beat up Rolly and Ryan, he should probably sign with PBC or Premier Box. Yeah, he should probably sign with them and get some big money fights or something like that. I don't know. No, he shouldn't do that because then they're definitely not gonna let him fight there. He should do something else. I don't know, man. I'm trying to get that fight with Dev and Tio.
What you think about what you think about this, right? Hope, now what's up, family? How you feeling?
Salute, Hope.
What you think about this, right? Isaac Cruz talking about going up to 140 now.
Oh, Isaac Cruz, bro?
Yeah.
Oh, that's what's up. Isaac Cruz. I like it. I like it.
What if Dev fight Isaac Cruz? Country Q Deuce 5. What's up, family?
Oh. Well, what do we have here?
Well. Like what Nick J and Baumgardner say? Well.
What do we have?
What do we have here? Well.
Yo, so yeah, that is gonna be nasty work, Cheese. You not lying. You gonna put the beats on it. Yo,
don't do that. That's nasty work.
Yo,
I'm just throwing it out there. I just want to get your thoughts. Let me know what you think.
Yo, if Ryan successfully ducked Devin and he catch Isaac Cruz slipping, he go catch everything Ryan was supposed to and more. Now that fight will be entertaining on so many levels to watch. I'm with it. I'm rocking with it. Chat, what do y'all think about Isaac Cruz versus Devin Haney at 140? What do y'all think about? I want to get the chat. I want to get a poll with the chat with that. That's a good one.
I like that fight. Entertaining.
Boy, that puts so much pressure on Tank if Dev look good against Isaac Cruz.
Boy, Dev going to show out.
What?
Yeah, he can't have no hiccups in that.
Nah, he need another Regis performance. What?
No hiccups.
But here's the thing though. Yo, when he say he thinking about moving up this year?
He said it today. Straight shooting facts. What's up? He said that he want to come up and fight Ryan Garcia next.
He's not gonna get the Ryan Garcia fight. I don't think so. He's not gonna get that fight. Not right now. Yeah. No, he's not gonna get the Ryan Garcia fight. They want to build Ryan. I like that fight. I'm with that.
He said he's gonna get the Ryan Garcia fight. They want to build Ryan. So that
they want to build him up.
Just told us what he think about that.
For sure. I'm telling you right now.
Just told us what he think about that.
You right now. Isaac Cruz just watched that fight with with Gervonta Tank Davis and Ryan. He probably gonna look to do something very similar. He will be up under those long, linky arms. Ryan gonna try to get extension off of Isaac. Isaac Cruz can get up under you. He's like, yo, that ain't gonna be sweet. I'm telling you. And you talk about pressure fighter. You think Duarte made him turn around? All right. Nah, they're not gonna do that. They're not gonna do that fight. Not with Ryan versus Isaac.
I like that fight. I think Ryan win that fight. Darius Gilliard, my brother, in the building, in the super chat, dropping that dub on us in the super chat. Salute to Darius Gilliard dropping that dub on us in the super chat. He said, how else is they going to sell the rematch? People already think it's a mismatch. They needed a backstory. If he went this long without saying something, a healthy him would have no excuses. Again, Doc, I was waiting for Doc to come in the building. Doc,
Hey,
I want to send you the
man,
link.
no Gary A. Russell. No, man. DVJ 600, you trying to get Esau killed. No. Oh, he said Dale versus
Dev,
Gary A.
yeah.
Russell. I was about to say, what? You trying to get him murdered. I was about to say, oh.
No, so Darius Gilliard. See, I know a lot of people is pushing this narrative that, it's good for promotion. Well, it's good to build up the fight, and it's promotion for the fight to have Errol come out and say this was what's wrong, that's what's wrong. And I understand that narrative, right? That, you giving a face to the name, right? In a sense, right? You're giving an understanding and definition as to why you saw what you saw, to be able to convince the fans that Errol Spence simply just wasn't himself, and that in a rematch, you're going to get a completely different version of Errol Spence. But in the same token, it takes Errol Spence's it takes his image takes a hit when you do that, because it comes off as an excuse, period. And guess what? It puts a ton of pressure on Errol Spence moving forward, because now you're going to have to show the people, right? You're going to have to show the people that indeed it was simply the eye, it was the ribs, and it was the weight. And if you can't compete with Errol, with you getting that ring with Terrence Crawford, Victor Mack was good, and the fight plays out the same or worse, your image is going to take a massive hit, because now people are going to say, I thought it was your rib. I thought it was your eye. I thought it was, you understand? And on top of that, then Terrence Crawford at the same time is going to get no credit, because people still going, well, he was damaged goods. So it doesn't help the fight. It hurts the fight. You understand? So it comes off the same way that you look at this fight with Roy Jones and Antonio Tarver. Everybody points to, well, Roy was damaged goods. What the facts remains is this, is that the first fight, Roy Jones came down all that weight. He ain't come down all that weight in the second fight. That's the truth of the matter. The truth of the matter is the first fight, he cut all that weight to get to that first fight. The second fight, he didn't have to cut all that weight. So what was the reason? Oh, well, it was still a lingering effect. His reflexes wasn't the same. You can't tell me, because I'm one of the biggest boxing fans there is. And I'm one of the biggest Roy Jones fans there is. I was one of those people making up excuses. Well, I was, A-Side. I was one of the people.
Keeping it 1,000.
I was one of the people making up excuses. Yeah, well, because you know what? Roy should have. He cut all that weight. His reflex was never the same. That's why he got knocked out. I'm one of them people. But then Shad 1419 was good. But then guess what? I had to come to my senses and say this. You know what I had to say, Jay Isaac? Roy should have never gotten the ring. Because you know why, Shad 1419? Because Roy himself said I should have retired after the first Tarver fight. Actually, before the first Tarver fight. So don't get in the ring. Jazz Money was good. Jason Starr was good. Don't get in the ring. Call it a career. It's over. Plain and simple. Word to the wise. Let me tell y'all something. Floyd Mayweather had hand injuries you wouldn't even believe. Have you ever heard Floyd get out the ring and say his hand?
Nah, I didn't even think about that.
Right. Black Mac 1978 was good. Because you only gonna hear about it if Floyd loses, then it's gonna be around. That's why I said, then don't get in the ring.
That's what I was about to say. But he never lost, so we don't know.
Right. Don't get in the ring. It's over. You understand what I'm saying?
Hey, Blue. Hey, Blue. Read what General said. Read what the General said.
I know you. As soon as I saw his name, as soon as I saw the General name, I already knew what it was. And the General feeling good tonight. Hey, listen. Hey, hold on. Let me say this. The General feeling generous tonight, and he feeling good because the Bucks just walked the Celtics out the arena. You understand me? General, don't think I ain't see the Bucks just take the Celtics to the woodshed, because I just seen it. Salute to my brother Doc in the building. Fit for Life, part 1, brother in the super chat. Dropping that Cinco on us in the super chat. He said, if Errol was asked after the fight what happened, and he said, do you want the truth? What should he do? It's them if he do or don't for Errol. Right. Don't say nothing. As a competitor, you don't say nothing because you made the decision to get in there. That's just what it is. You made the decision to get in there. You made that choice. You suffer the consequences. For every action is a reaction. You got to eat it. On to the next. In the rematch, you got the rematch already. It's not like he got to force the rematch, or he trying to force Terrence Crawford to give him the rematch. It's already, you already have it.
For sure.
That you could prove yourself in a rematch. Plain and simple. You have the rematch to prove to yourself and to the people that wasn't you. Because at the end of the day, even if you tell me you had a broken rib, even if you tell me you couldn't see, even if you tell me you was weight drained, the facts remain is you can't change the past. Only thing you can do is make adjustments in the future. So what does it do to tell me that your ribs was broke? What does it do to tell me that you had an eye injury? What does it do to say you was weight drained? Nothing. Because the facts is the results is still going to be the same. The only thing you can do is change what's in front of you. So it's pointless to talk about what happened behind you. 7A Sports TV, the General, my brother in the building, in the super chat, dropping that half a dub on your boy Blue and A side. He said, man, I'm still making excuses for Roy and Mike Tyson. Facts, General. All facts, General. I was one of them people, man. Everybody asked me, man. I sound like Kevin Hart. Man. Hey, man, what happened to your boy Roy? Man. Let me tell you what really happened to Roy. Well, let me tell you what really happened to Roy. Let me tell you how he had a cramp in his left leg. Let me tell you how Roy Jones had all types of cramps and a stumped pinky toe. Man, I couldn't stop making excuses for Roy Jones Jr. Ask anybody to know me. I couldn't stop making excuses for Roy Jones. Destiny Black, the queen, in the building, in the super chat. She in the super chat once again. The queen, Destiny Black, in the super chat, dropping that dub on us in the super chat. She said the excuse after the rematch is going to be his esophagus had veins in it. He depends were too big. His depends were too big. He didn't eat enough hog maws, and his sycophantic cult members will co-sign that foolery. Smash the like button. Blessings to the Queen Destiny Black in the building, in the super chat, dropping another dub on us in the building. That's the thing, right? It just is what it is. Like, people, I understand. I'm dealing with fans of fighters and not fans of the sport of boxing. I'm dealing with fans of fighters and not fans of the sport of boxing. And that's where we go wrong, people. That's where we go wrong. At the end of the day, like I said, Kennedy Linda, what's good? As a competitor, you just have to eat that. Period. Period. Envy to God, what's good? Salute to my brother Darius Gilliard, my brother in the super chat, dropping that half a dub on us in the super chat. He said, LOL, we know Errol love taking risks, Blue. If he's willing to put on that pressure on himself, then so be it. But the promotion makes sense. It's do or die. It was that before the first fight. It was the biggest fight of his career. It was for Undisputed. It was the highly anticipated fight in the last decade. It was already that. Plain and simple. Let me put the link to the brothers in the chat. Let's get the brothers on here.
Oh man, boy, Jesus. That cheese is funny, man. He said, somebody in the chat, please spot cheese a hundo.
What did he say? Somebody in here spot cheese for the hundo.
Yeah, he said, please spot
Hey,
cheese.
cheese is wild.
For the hundo.
Somebody in the chat, please spot cheese for the hundo. Hey, cheese, you gotta say, hey, you know I'm good for it.
For sure.
Hey, cheese, you know what that just remind me of? Hey, somebody sent me this meme that was hilarious, right? Dude said, look, this is what Dude said. Hold on, let me read what he said. This is having me rolling.
Everyone that's in the building, we ask you guys to smash the like button. Smash the like button if you're just making your way in. This portion of the show, we will have panelists come up. If you do become one of the panelists, please respect the other panelists by letting them speak and get their thoughts out completely. Guys, if you are watching the panelists and you have a question that you want to ask, we will see all super chats. If you want to steer some of the conversation, go ahead and put a question in the super chat and let the panel tackle your question, your thoughts or concerns in regard to boxing. We appreciate everyone that's in the building. This content is not free, but you can pay your admission by smashing the like button. And the way you do that is you press the X at the top right-hand side of the screen. If you're on any mobile device, when the chat go down, press thumbs up until it glows black and come back into the chat. We appreciate you guys. Thank you.
Lamont Jackson, if you don't have a leg to stand on and you don't stand on no square, you don't stand on nothing, please don't reference me. Don't tell me to choose a side. I'm on the side of the sport of boxing. I'm not like you. I've been a fan of sport of boxing before Errol Spence was born. I'm a fan of sport of boxing before Terrence Crawford was born. I'm not like you. I'm nothing like you. Don't reference me in your vision because you are solely a fan of a specific fighter. Don't tell me I need to pick a side. What are you talking about? I did pick a side. I'm on the side of the sport of boxing. Now, if you want to come here and try to prove your point that you said pick a side, now I got $500 to your $100. You could come on here, put your link on, put your camera on, and show me where I switched up sides. If you can't, don't mention me. Period. Shamar Clark, what's up, family? I don't expect you to be able to see things through my lens because you see things through only a lens of a specific fighter. You a fanatic. I'm a fan of the sport of boxing. Now, if you feel like you can stand on your square since you're talking about pick a side, right? How about you pick up your phone? Payday J, what's good? How about you turn on your camera? How about you turn on your Cash App? How about you put your money where your mouth is since it's running and it has limited amount in it and come up here and stand on it. If you can't, please stop referencing me. Shad 1419, my brother in the super chat, dropping that Cinco on your boy Blue. He said Roy should have stayed at 168 and fought B-Hop again, Tarver, Trinidad, Winky, and finished with Joe Calzaghe. Roy was daring to be great, man. He said, Lamont Jackson, how come Bud never defend you? Because I'm a grown man. I don't need another grown man to defend me. You need a grown man to defend you.
Nope. Don't get like that. Nope.
Why do I need Terrence Crawford to defend me with anything? I stand on my own truth. I stand on my own square. Sorry, I know you don't know what that looks like. Dub J M3, what's good? But take a strong look at me. This is what a real man looks like. That's the difference between me and you. The link is in the chat, people. But I want to read this, right? This dude said, Chuck E. Cheese ain't nothing but a children's casino. My son is down to his last $2, telling me, come on, Dad, you know I'm good for it.
Come on, man. Come on, man.
Come on, man, you know I'm good for it.
Come on, man, for somebody. Come on. When he said it like that, you think about it in a different way, right?
I know it do.
Yo.
And they do be saying that, right?
Yo, come on, man. Come on. Just getting the kids hooked.
Facts. J Pitty City, what's up, family? Yeah, Classy Mag sent me that. Shout out to my brother Classy Mag.
Oh man, that's funny.
Hey, Classy Mag, that's the best thing ever said. TY, what's up?
Yo, that was so accurate.
Yeah, he's still yapping, but he don't have nothing to stand on, Donnie D 1954. You see, if he truly believed what he said, then he would come on here and defend himself. But see, he's talking through the lens of somebody else. He's not talking through his own lens. You see what I'm saying? See, that's what happens. Instead of him talking, see, he's so used to, he wants somebody else to defend him. He said Spence was on your neck and your boy Crawford didn't. I didn't need Terrence Crawford to defend me. I stand on my own square. That's the difference between me and you. You must be a child.
The link is actually in the chat, K Mula.
Southwest Price, what's up, family?
Everyone
Fit for life, Jock in the building in the super chat, dropping that Cinco on us in the super chat. He said Errol was chasing greatness. He went hard in that fight. We have fighters that felt the power of Canelo de los Santos that didn't did the cha-cha.
Cha-cha slide.
He said they did the cha-cha slide. Queen. Here go the Queen. Hey, keep it clean, Queen. Don't get me flagged. No, I'm only messing with you, Queen. What's up with you, Queen? Destiny Black in the building. You're frozen, Queen. Queen, you're frozen.
I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm sorry about that. I was trying to fix my damn YouTube. I don't understand how this thing works anymore.
Yeah, it's
from time to time. It's
YouTube and it's StreamYard messing with me all the time.
Right. It gives me like 2 YouTubes at one time. I don't understand what's going on there. That's very odd. Yeah, no, I'm not gonna say nothing crazy. But I was just gonna tell you the word is sycophant.
I don't even think you believe that, Destiny, when you said it. He's like, I'm not gonna say nothing crazy. Like, yo, she did all the facial expressions that said that she do not believe that.
She couldn't say that with a straight face.
Anyway, I was gonna say the word is sycophantic. Blue, and for those who probably don't know it in the what that means in the chat, it means like a dick rider. You know, like they always be talking about a dick rider. Okay, yeah, I can't say that part. But I can't say that part. Just joking. Just kidding. Just kidding.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Yeah,
and
Kyle, I'll be like, yo, Kyle, keep it clean. All right. Kyle, you gotta keep it clean. All right. Man, this mother like, bro, what?
I said keep it clean. I did. It's like, wait a minute.
Wait, I'm sober too, so I ain't got no excuse.
Yo. Hold on, let me get these super chats. Danny Sanchez, brother, in the super chat, dropping that half a dub on us in the super chat. He said, Blue, what do you think Tank's ring name will be? I'm thinking Javante Abdul Wahid Davis. I think it has a nice ring to it. No cap. I don't even know how that's gonna work. You know, if you're gonna switch your name, in my opinion, just switch your name. Like, what's the point in having all of those? Just switch it.
That's a mouthful, huh, Blue? That's a mouthful to say. Like
that. Listen, I quit school because of recess. You know what I'm saying? That's too much going on for me. You know what I'm saying? Destiny throwing out big words. The Humphrey fan, brother in the super chat, dropping that Cinco Honest in the super chat. Appreciate you, great brother. J Pitty City, my brother in the super chat, dropping that Cinco. Honest in the super chat. Chuck E. Cheese different now. The mouse and the other animals don't even be wanting to dance anymore. And they just be walking around giving high fives.
You know what? Blue, when I was growing up, Chuck E. Cheese was called Showbiz Pizza. I don't understand why they changed the name. I like Showbiz better.
You just told
Showbiz Pizza.
So.
See, I was getting ready to agree with you too, and I was like, no, that's gonna date me. You see how it pours? I'm like,
Showbiz Pizza.
Is that a trick question?
I saw it on TV, Blue. I saw it on TV. That's how I know.
For sure.
I'm like, is that gonna date me?
It might just a little bit. Just a little bit.
Right.
So Destiny, what do you think about the Alycia Baumgardner and Claressa Shields situation?
Alycia is trying to get back in the game because of her scandal, I think. And I guess she's thinking the best way to get back in there, or people won't, talk about her scandal, is probably by, let me call out Claressa Shields off the blue. Very random. Very, very random. But that's what I think. And I don't think those two are going to get in the ring and fight, because that's just ridiculous. Claressa Shields is not going to come down to no 147. And yes, 10 pounds for a woman is very hard to lose. Yeah, a man could drop 10 pounds on, just by going to the bathroom. Women, it takes about 3,000 years. You still be working on it, dang, I'm still trying to lose weight. Yeah, so I don't see that happening.
So
that's ridiculous.
So you don't see that as realistic at all.
No, I don't.
What do you think about all these injuries that are coming out at one time?
Oh my God. He should have just been the same person he was after the fight. And I think people, would put way more respect on his name. And then if he was, if he was to lose in a rematch, people wouldn't even, say, they'd be like, what, but Errol's still like that dude or whatever, he's still the man. But now he comes with all these excuses. People is probably gonna start dropping them off off of their pound for pound list altogether, and just saying how you was just so injured and you just couldn't do anything, then you don't need to be on the damn pound for pound list, because clearly you just broke him. He's like a Derrick Rose. He's just like Derrick Rose right now. He's how Derrick Rose he just showed up to basketball to basketball with his wheelchair. That's what he might as well just do the same thing. Just show up with a walker and a wheelchair and just let it go. This is ridiculous. And then I see all these weird ass people. We knew it. We been knew. Y'all sound crazy. So Blood said he has 3 surgeries. He's been needing. I'm pretty sure he fights injured too. I'm pretty sure he has all kinds of injuries we may not know about, because when he has a bad performance in the ring, although he's never really had a bad performance to me, but people thought he performed kind of bad against Gamboa. Some say he performed a little bit bad against the Kavalaskas. He never once said, oh yes, because I had an ingrown toenail, or my back was ashy. No, he's never, he just oh well. What I'm saying? I got caught slipping. You don't do that.
My back was ashy as wild. My back was ashy as wild.
Yo, where did you even come up with that? Yo, where did that even come from?
I don't know. I mean, that's how Spence excuses are sounding to me, though.
Errol got the kids going back there. And you yourself, brother.
What's going on back there? There's a lot going on.
Yeah,
salute side.
What's up?
Blue.
I understand that sound, Blue.
Yeah, me too. I didn't even flinch.
Nah, for sure. You familiar with that sound, yeah.
That's what he said. Where'd that come from?
This Ashy back, man. And I'm like, this is clean. This is clean, y'all. This is rated. This is what it is. What's clean rated now? Ain't nothing rated no more. Is that am I dating myself now? Do we even still rate movies? Rated R, rated E. Y'all remember that?
Nah, that don't even.
It don't even exist no more. It'd be the wildest stuff in shows and movies now. Yeah. Like, wait a minute.
Never mind shows and movies. Just look at the commercials.
For sure. For sure.
My agent said Destiny has no filter, and I'm here for it.
Oh yeah.
Zero filter.
Oh yeah.
Zero.
I think we'll be asking who cloned her if she come in here with a filter. You're like, that's not Destiny. That's Destiny White. Yeah. Right. Yo, that's Destiny White. Yo. Right. That's my twin sister for sure.
Got you back. What's up, family?
I'm just saying though, like, don't y'all find these excuses they're getting it's overboard right now.
And see, this is what I'm saying, right, Destiny? Like, I don't even think they're excuses. I think it's true, but I just don't. You keep it to yourself because you made the decision to get in the ring.
That's what he said. I'm a grown man. I knew I signed. I know what I signed for. Okay, man. So then keep it at that and let it, and let it go.
Right. Just as a competitor. Just as a competitor, right?
78 said though, about Mike and Roy. Nah. So Mike Tyson had meningitis that day, and Roy Jones had just had heart surgery. That's what happened. That's what happened. I'm trying to tell y'all.
Peace and blessings, Queen. How you feeling, Queen? Hey, it's just that's my whole thing. It's just like I believe all these things to be true. You just can't say it because then it comes off as an excuse. You watering down the fight. You watering down yourself and your image. You watering down Terrence Crawford and his performance. That's what you did. And again, like I said, like Terrence Crawford, he came out. He said, "I need 3 surgeries right now." But what's the point in me telling y'all?
Right. And I'm pretty sure he does. I'm pretty sure he's hurt his hands and probably hurt all kinds of different things. But he just don't, like I said, when he's had poor performances, some people say, he didn't. He said, what he said about Gamboa? He said Gamboa was so fast. He said he would dart in and out so fast, and he was small. And he said every time I would make an adjustment, Gamboa would make an adjustment. So he said it became like a battle. He never once said oh yeah, that's because that day, my elbows was a little ashy. I ain't have no cocoa butter. None of that. He could have easily said some stupid stuff like that.
It's like this, right? Quatoloso, what's up? I knew this, and this is all true. I knew before Tank fought Isaac Cruz, his left hand was messed up. Badly. I knew that before he fought Isaac Cruz. To this day, Tank has never told you nothing about his left hand. But we know Coach Calvin has confirmed it. I knew this. We knew this, right? And he clearly injured it in the fight. Gary Russell had that shoulder injury going into the fight with Mark Marcel. He re-injured it in the fight. He just tried to fight with it. He came up short. He left. He had the surgery. You understand what I'm saying? So to say it, bro, it's just man, it's just.
And the thing is, though, well, okay, so now everybody's gonna let him make it with those excuses, right? Get it, got it, good. Okay, let's just let him make with those excuses. But Bud tried to fight you 6 years ago, but even before the car accident, you was the one that told him you was gonna take the easy road and clean up your side of the street first. So. So whose fault is it really that you got in the ring with him with, being handicapped? Whose fault is it really? It's yours, because when Bud tried to fight you 6 years ago, you should have just did it, right? Instead of telling him you was going to clean up your side of the street and all this other kind of weirdness.
Well, I got to push back on that. Because
no, you can't push back. No.
She said no. I got to push back, Queen. I can't let you
go ahead. Let me hear your excuses.
She's like, what pushback?
She said, no, you ain't. No, you ain't. Look, no, but or those Terrence Crawford goal when he came into welterweight division was never Errol Spence.
Not at first, you're right. It was Keith Thurman, because he said that on the Stephen, whatever that man name is, Stephen A. Smith show. But then,
and it was Keith Thurman and Manny Pacquiao.
Right.
And they said the same thing Bud and Bomac said the same thing. It's easier for us to go the WBO route than to make ourselves the mandatory for Errol Spence. So they both said it in the same manner, right? When Bud came into the division. So Bud went into the division picking up the WBO because Keith Thurman was saying you need a belt. Keith Thurman at the time was considered the best welterweight in the world.
Mm-hmm.
So Bud was like, I'm chasing. You remember when he did the Stephen A. Smith interview and Stephen A. Smith said Errol Spence is the fight, and he was like, to who? No, that ain't the fight. To y'all, he ain't that man. You understand? To me,
Yeah.
no, it's Keith Thurman, Manny Pacquiao. But so they both had their sights set on different roads before they got to each other. It's just that it got muddy in between with the finger pointing as to it was your fault, it's your fault. You don't want to fight, sides of the street, this, and it just became, because you know what happened? It became abundantly clear they was the two best fighters.
Mm-hmm. That's what I was about to say. That that was his goal at first, and then Keith Thurman started saying all kind of weird things and acting like a very strange human. He's a very strange mammal. I don't understand that mammal. But then it became, like you said, abundantly clear that Spence was the best welterweight, and that's when Bud decided he was going to go that way. So, I mean, at the time, though, he still could have made that fight with Bud. When they saw each other in Oklahoma, where the hell they were at, they could have made that fight happen that day. I mean, he could have made that fight happen. But he still wanted to do the easy road.
Another thing Bud did that I ain't agree with, too, is when he became a free agent, he re-signed. He shouldn't have re-signed with Top Rank. He should have just, again, to each his own, but to make the Errol Spence fight, it would have been easier. He knew without Bob Arum. He re-signed with Top Rank and Bob Arum. That just put another roadblock in the way.
But he didn't re-sign though, Blue. He just he renegotiated the contract and extended it.
Well, yeah, but no, he was a free agent. He re-signed with them.
No, he extended he extended the contract and renegotiated his contract. Yes, he did.
No,
yes, he did. Now I'm the biggest Bud fan.
Oh yeah, yes, he did. Well, it's the same difference. It was getting ready to come up.
Well, that's what happened. That's what had happened. And I think at the time, but Bud explained that though. He said that at the time he thought the guarantee was better, you know what I'm saying? And he said that he was mad with Al Heyman and now because, they didn't even mention his name as a champion. So, saying like he was, I guess, like he said, he was pretty much being petty. And you know what I'm saying? He didn't realize that he was in his own way. So he did admit that part because he was wrong for that. Yeah, but he did admit that part.
And that's what I'm saying. It became a petty argument, you know what I'm saying? Because you got two alphas on, and there's a gate and a street in between both of them. Salute to the Humphrey fan brother in the super chat. Once again, dropping that Cinco on us in the super chat. He said, Blue and A-Side, y'all really know the game of boxing. Excuses are for suckers. He is clearly salty about losing that like that to Bud. Yeah, I do agree. And that's why he again, like I said yesterday, to live with regret is one of the worst things you can do. And right now, even like I said, if this is the case that I believe him, he had the eye, the ribs, so on and so forth. The regret that he's living with is that he stepped in the ring instead of pulling out. And now you got the kid. You should have pulled out. You wouldn't have had the kid. But at the moment, look at Destiny's face. At the moment, it felt right. It felt like you should do it. You felt like you could do it. And now you got to live with the results. And now the results are in front of you. And you like, I think I underestimated this dude going in there. I thought he was the smaller guy. I thought I was going to be able to push him around, so on and so forth, even with what I was going through. And you couldn't. Hey, Blue. And now you like, are you living with that regret? You got that regret monkey on your back. And you're trying to take it off by justifying your performance. And the way to justify your performance, you said, Dub JM3, you know, all dudes know you get up in there, boy, and you saying this before you do it, man.
It get warm and you start feeling real safe.
Yeah, exactly.
Start feeling like you just
yeah. And next thing you know, you like, Man,
You might
what I
even
just
think
do?
you might
Right,
even think you're in love for a minute there. You might even think you're
start
in
to have
love.
that regret bug start to hit you. Fit for life, Doc, back in the building, back in the super chat, dropping that Cinco on us in the super chat. People have to acknowledge that Spence haters have been brought forth by the honest assessment of the fight. It's like a dog whistle of sorts. Well, it's not that, Doc. It's that the facts is the facts, is that it's a choice. You chose to get in there.
Yeah.
That's a choice. It don't have nothing to do with if you like. See, what we try to do is justify because we like Errol Spence. I love Errol Spence, but guess what? I got to tell you the truth. If this camera wasn't on, and Errol Spence was sitting in front of me, I'll be like, bro, you are tripping. And if he might be mad at me, but guess what? I'm gonna be like, bro, you tripping right now.
Yeah.
You understand? Case in point, I'm gonna tell y'all a personal situation. Carlos Dixon was good. I got a brother, one of my brothers. He married. He like, man. One day we driving. It's me, him, and one of my best friends that was here. Y'all saw him. We driving, and he's talking about, man, she this, she that. I said, bro, knock it off. You married her. I ain't trying to hear all that. You married her, bro. You did that. You knew who she was before you married her, and you still married her. Don't tell me about all that jibber jabber now. And he was like, what? Yo, let me out. All right, get out. All facts. Then the next day he like, nah, I understand what you're saying. Right. It's called accountability.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it's called. Accountability. If right now I go into a fight and I know I got a broken rib and I know I can't see out my right eye and I know I don't feel well and I go into this fight and I lose, I gotta eat that. And I already got the rematch. So what? Guess what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna be like, all right, I know what it was. The best part is the element of surprise. Dub JM3 said, man, Blue, you put dude out the car. That's my little brother. Yeah, he said, I'm getting out right here. I told my man to pull over. This is all true. He said, I'm getting out. Man, let me out. I said, pull over. Let him out. He got out.
Where was y'all at? You let him out like on the highway?
No, we was on the main street, but he wanted to get out.
Oh, yeah. I mean, yeah, I'm going to let you get out too then. Go be great.
You mad because I'm telling you the truth. That's all it is. You understand what I'm saying? I got the rematch. I got the element of surprise. Guess what? My ribs wasn't right. I couldn't see. I got the corrective surgery. My ribs is good. I ain't gonna make that mistake again. Surprise. Now you're gonna get a whole different version of me in this rematch. And I ain't gotta tell you nothing because I know what the issue was. But by the fact of me going around saying I had this, telling the world in debates and arguments, man, I had this going on, I had that going on. No, it's not who you are. It's not who Errol Spence is. You understand? Like Terrence Crawford said, like I know this for a fact. We know Floyd Mayweather had hand injuries going into fights. That's why he wasn't a puncher no more.
Like Devin Haney had a broken hand when he fought.
Sure did.
When he fought Gamboa, he had a broken hand when he fought Gamboa. He never once said anything about that one.
Nothing. But we knew because how did we find out? Because the WBC was ready to strip him.
Yeah, he had to have surgery, right?
He had to have surgery, and the WBC was getting ready to strip him. So this is what I'm saying. And then this is the thing. Errol Spence said he had this eye stuff going on for over 3 years. That means you had it going into the Ugas fight.
Right, but you fought just fine then. Like you was like, that was your best performance ever. So how bad was the cataracts?
When he beat Ugas and he was asked about it, I always talk about that. Y'all know I always talk about that's one of my favorite lines that Errol Spence said. When Marco said, hey, Errol, how's the eye? He's like, my eye? Yeah, your eye. He was like, look fine to me. And I always laugh at that because I'm like, how your own eye look fine to you? Like he had nothing to say about it. My eye? Yeah, your eye. Look fine to me. You know what I'm saying? Now you like, then to tell the world, hey, I couldn't spar for a whole month. I couldn't get the shots in my ribs until a week out to the fight. Like, bro. keep all that to yourself, bro. Keep
Wait.
all of that to yourself.
Some guy pulled his card though. He said, "I have 100K for anybody who said." And the guy said, "Well, he was like, I'm gonna need my 100K ASAP." And he showed him somebody named Rondell or somebody's name, something kind of.
Oh, now his name is slipping my mind.
Darnell, Rondell, or something kind of nails.
It was oh man. He said,
yes, it was one. It was Rondell or Darnell or somebody Snail. It was something like that.
Yeah, it was I know exactly who it was. Now his name is I'm brain farting. But he now I can't remember his name. But the thing is, Carlos Dixon, salute to my great brother Carlos Dixon, becoming an official channel member, family member of this here Blue Blood Sports TV. Salute to Carlos Dixon.
All right. For the panel up here, I got a question for everyone up here. First of all, I hope you all had a great night, and hope you all had a great week, and I hope that your weekend will be even better. Thank you guys for rocking out with us all week. So we have Bill Haney had came up and he was
hold on. King Kev, brother in the super chat, dropping that dump on us in the super chat. Salute to my great brother King Kev, dropping that dump on us in the super chat. He said, what's up, family? If he pulled out the fight and gave the reasons why, he would have been called a duck. And when they came back to the fight after he pulled out, it would have then be an excuse if he lost. It's a loss-lose. It's a lose-lose for both fighters. Not true.
Mm-hmm.
Not true at all. You're pulling out the fight so you go into the fight 100% of who you are. Period. It's just that. It's just simple as that. If I pull out the fight because my ribs is broke and my eye I can't see, it's just the truth. That's the truth. And I can't fight like this. Now, once I go in 100% healthy, and if I come up short, then I tell the world I came up short. I was 100% healthy. Period. Point blank and period. If that's the case, why are we watching him fight? Because he had the car accident back in 2019. So there's lingering effects from the car accident since 2019. So he's never going to be the same. So why y'all even? So everybody he fight from here on out is going to be an excuse. Mm-hmm. There's a lingering effect for everything. He had a broken or detached retina. His teeth was knocked out. He had all types of problems. Mm-hmm. We give him credit for being a dog because he came back and got in the ring 14 months after that. Mm-hmm. And beat Danny Garcia. Suffered a broken detached retina, came back and stopped your Dana Sugas, broke his ribs, nose, and orbital bone. We can't do that, okay? Because here goes. Let me tell you why we can't do that. When Errol Spence beat Kell Brook could easily say, I wasn't the same guy because I had a broken orbital bone before I fought you. Right?
And it came down 2 weight classes within less than a year.
So I wasn't the same guy. We say, oh no, we can't say that about Kell Brook. I said, well, Errol Spence broke the other eye. Kell Brook said, man, my eyes was bad already. Like, what are we doing? Agreed. Your Dana Sugas just got dominated by Mario Barrios. Imagine him saying, well, I wasn't the same guy because I had broke my ribs, nose, and orbital bone against Errol Spence. Agreed. What are we talking about? We can't do this. Because every fighter can do that. Mm-hmm. And now it's over. He had that car accident, that injuries from 2019. Period.
Hey, Blue.
But he still gave him. No, he didn't give him his props, bro. Please stop saying that. Why do y'all keep saying that, man? Yeah, you beat me, but I had broken ribs. Yeah, you beat me. Congratulations, you beat me, but I couldn't see out my right eye. Congratulations. Yeah, you beat me. Congratulations, but I was weight drained. Like, what are you talking about? That's the worst compliment you could give me. What part of that don't y'all understand? I don't want that type of compliment.
That's like a side dish for real.
This is not a compliment.
Right. That's not a compliment.
Nah, definitely not a compliment. Definitely undermining. It's an undermining compliment. Like you're undermining the compliment. You know what I mean? Like you're undermining it. But let me ask you guys this, or Blue.
Let me
You know
put
what
this
I
in
mean?
perspective. 1 second,
Okay.
Clay. Imagine Michael Jordan saying, "You beat Michael Jordan in the finals, right?"
Mm-hmm.
The first time he loses in the finals. Now Michael Jordan like, "Congratulations, man, you won, but I ain't have Scottie Pippen."
Yeah. Yup.
Congratulations, you won, man, but I had the flu.
Yeah.
Congratulations, you won, bro. But you know what? Phil Jackson retired a year too early.
Mm-hmm.
But Michael Jordan played his best basketball game. He did have the flu. I
Right.
think he put the
So
3-point record that day.
if you beat now, you feel accomplished.
Wasn't the flu.
You feel accomplished. You feel like Michael Jordan just congratulated you.
No, not at all.
And
Come on,
then
man.
it was okay for Spence to have all these different excuses, but all y'all just like everybody says, okay, it's just fine that Cool Boy got his ass beat like 4 days before that fight, and nobody's making excuses for Cool Boy, and everybody's letting Inouye just be great, but Bud, he just can never be great. He just can't be great because something's always wrong with a fighter. What they said, Sean Porter he was already past his prime. Kell Brook was past his prime. Everybody he's fought was always something wrong with them. How these guys past their prime, but y'all told him to fight them? Fight them.
That's like the Floyd
Everybody
effect,
wanted him to fight the Sean Porter and the Kell Brook, right? So he did that, and he beat them with ease. And then, well, that's their, Kell Brook's already broken goods and all. But although he was coming off of wins, and he didn't have any broken audible bones when Bud fought him. He was coming off wins, and he didn't have no broken audible bones. So I don't understand what's going on here.
So, panel, go ahead and hit on the topic tonight, so we can get your thoughts just on the night with this EJ thing. How do you guys feel about it? Do you guys feel that EJ have some validity in what he's saying? To how he looked that night? Do you think it's in distaste? What do you guys think about the topic?
Talking about Errol Spence?
Yeah, the Errol Spence and Bud situation.
Honestly, as speaking for an Earl fan, I personally don't think even if he didn't have injuries, he would beat him. I went back before the fight, and I went back and watched him against Kell Brook and Sean. I'm like, bro, there's a lot of things posing your game that Crawford's gonna expose, because I think Crawford has way too many more tools than Earl. And I also think that night he did look off to me. Even his walk out to the ring, he didn't look like himself. I'm like, you good? But at the end of the day, I think you should have just left all that to yourself, because now the pressure's on you to perform better now. Now the pressure's on you. And to be fair, I don't think it could get any worse than that other night. But I don't know. It's looking really dicey for him, honestly. I think he should have kept all those opinions to himself, or whatever happened to you. Blue actually answered my question because I was thinking well, if he does pull out of the fight, and because his biggest fight before that was supposed to be Manny Pacquiao, but he had the retinal tear. So I think in his mind he was like, well, I don't want to lose another big fight because he lost
out on the Pacquiao fight.
Yeah, exactly. So I think it's a little unfortunate also. I was actually, like I said, Blue answered my question, because I was thinking well, maybe he's coming out, even if he did pull out, then it would still make excuses. But I do agree that I don't think anyone really would realistically. Maybe some haters probably would just say he's ducking him. But if he really had those injuries, you should have cleared it up. But even if he does, even if they're at 154, even if they're at he's 100%, I still don't think Earl will beat him. I really don't.
Like I said, man, at the end of the day, the aura Errol Spence is that he just a dog. And like I said, I understand that he didn't want to lose another big fight because of these injuries, so on and so forth. And he was a dog. He went in there, he came up short. Just leave it as that. And the injuries, Ben, what's up, nephew? The injuries you suffered going into that fight that hindered you. Okay, going into the rematch, that ain't gonna be the case. Nobody gonna know about it. You ain't gonna know about it. You on a need to know basis. The fans is on a need to know basis. They don't need to know nothing about this, because at the end of the day, you can't change the results.
Yeah,
you can only make adjustments moving forward. You didn't want to lose that opportunity. You thought that you could be successful. with that opportunity in front of you, you didn't.
Excuse me.
It just is what it is. Now, going forward, I'm not going to make that mistake.
Yeah.
I'm not going to make that mistake going forward because guess what? Like I said, now imagine Terrence Crawford loses the rematch. Everybody going to be like, man, Errol Spence was that dude. And now Terrence Crawford be like, nah, I had broken ribs.
Yeah.
I had a broken hand. Now what?
Blue, do you think there's anything that Errol can do to beat Crawford?
I'm gonna say this. I believe there's adjustments that he can make, you know, to be better in the fight. And I have no doubt that all of these injuries took place. I have no doubt.
Right.
I have no doubt his eye was that way because I could see proof.
Yeah, hey, Blue. Put the link back out in the chat, Blue.
I just put it out there again. You want me to do it again?
Yeah.
Okay.
They have so they can have it refreshed.
Okay. You understand? So I have no doubt. Classy Mag, my brother in the super chat, dropping that Cinco on his super chat. He said, "Blue, did you hear all the excuses that Harry Davis made? Hilarious. He had to be trolling. Yeah, this dude said. This is what I'm saying. Did y'all hear what Harry Davis said?
Yeah, the boy said he had too much oxygen.
He said that
hold on, somebody, hold on 1 second. Who's at the bottom? Whoever's in the car, you have to mute real quick because we're picking up your background.
And mute yourself, nephew.
Oh, it's bad.
Did you hear what he said, A-Side?
About the oxygen thing?
Yeah.
I swear to God, I saw that title and I was like, I'm not. I can't today. I couldn't bring myself to. I was like, what? No, I'm done. I can't.
Bro, like, bro, what are we talking about?
He said he couldn't sleep. He said they pumped the oxygen in there to keep everybody up at night to gamble.
I only got so much.
He was wondering why he couldn't get no sleep in the hotel and why he wasn't able to. It was ridiculous. It was deep and ridiculous.
Blue, please send that to me in our, the DM, my little chat box or whatever, because I got to see that stuff.
Oh, you didn't see that, Queen?
No,
I couldn't even get halfway through. I'm just like, bro, I can't, bro.
How far you made it through?
No, I couldn't get. I got halfway, and I'm like, yo, boxing is just becoming
it was way worse than Errol. It was way worse than Errol.
Bro, this dude said they kept me up because the odds. I'm like, bro, what are you talking about? He was sleeping in the same hotel. What are you talking about?
He said, I know you guys don't believe me. Do your research. You'll see. Yeah. I'm like, ain't nobody doing no research. Shut your ass up. Like,
bro, what are you talking? That's what I'm saying. Like, the sport of boxing is just becoming it's becoming a circus.
Well, he knows that. He said he had oxygen in his lungs, so I mean, why not?
It was ridiculous.
So this is what I'm trying to tell y'all. And salute to Ramses Piper, brother, back in the super chat, dropping another Cinco on us in the super chat. He said, I truly believe he underestimated Bud. Errol made a habit of muscling and outworking people. He couldn't move Bud. Exactly. That's what happened. So then he told us again, like, this is another thing. Then he said that, my lifestyle caught up to me. Like, bro.
Blue.
But
everybody know you're not supposed to have oxygen on the day of the fight. All right, everybody know that. All right?
Clearly,
so you don't need to watch the video.
That's a performance enhancer.
Yeah, it is. So y'all don't gotta watch the video.
It's right. Do you have ammonia? Do you have any ammonia?
He had pneumonia. He said he had ammonia. He
had ammonia. I thought he had some ammonia. I thought so. A little ammonia.
He caught up on all his sleep in that match. He caught up on all his sleep that night in that match. Ishmael helped him catch up on all the sleep he was missing out on.
What happened.
I could not believe he said that with a straight face. I truly could not believe he said that. I'm like, I'm waiting for him to be like, this is a joke.
I couldn't believe it. I genuinely couldn't believe it. That was the most ridiculous
I couldn't click on that. You and Claymore better men than me.
I clicked on it. I ain't gonna lie, because I wanted to see what he was talking about. I thought he was gonna be like, when he said that, I thought he was just gonna keep it simple and say I had nerves and I couldn't sleep, and that would have been an excuse too. But when he went in depth into the oxygen, getting pumped into the casino, and how they do that on purpose, I was like, wow, he really worked hard on this one. Like, he really did some research on this and tried to really get scientific on us, like encouraging us to go do the research. I'm like, brother, if you don't get
Hey,
off this
Blue.
line, bro.
Hey,
I,
Blue.
I can believe it.
Realistically, Blue. Hey, Blue, we good now. Like I could just jump in boxing and you could just pump my competitor's room full of oxygen. We gonna win, baby.
That's a
We
fact.
going to the top
That's
for
a fact.
sure.
Yo,
For
I
sure.
just was so taken back. I'm like, yo, this can't be real. You like at least 18 people sent it to me. So I'm like, oh, this got to be some real. They like, yo, watch this. I'm like, oh, this guy. When I clicked it, I literally messaged every single person like, please do not send me no nonsense like this ever again.
Yo, Blue,
I
tell me it wasn't
appreciate
just jaw
everybody.
dropping. Tell me you didn't just stare at the screen like waiting
Bro,
for the hook. Like,
Claymore, I'm
okay,
looking, I'm like, is this dude? I'm like, yo, I'm waiting for him to be like, it's a joke or something. And he's
right.
serious. And he's like, if you go and do your research, this is what the casinos do. I'm like, oh, bro, please. Like,
Like
what
you
are we
did
doing
research,
now?
bro. You did research on
Yeah,
this?
like, yo, fighters been fighting in casinos since the end of time. What
It's
are we talking
amazing.
about?
It's amazing when you look at people's psyche, right? When they lose, where their brain goes.
Yeah.
You know
They
what I
can't
mean?
help it, bro. It's just, it's so amazing. Like, bro, do you realize your opponent was sleeping in the same hotel, or you thought he slipped out and was sleeping in some hyperbaric chamber on the roof of the hotel? Like, what are you talking about?
Like, dog, though, it wasn't the oxygen. It was you getting punched in the face, my dude.
Right.
Like,
So his left
I'm
hand had
telling
nothing
you,
to do with this.
it was
His
the
left
hook,
hand had
bro.
nothing to do with
Trust me, it was the hook. It was the hook.
You
Trust me.
can't make
No,
this
it's
stuff up, bro. You can't.
it's
It
a
wasn't
simple
the
Like,
oxygen. I'm
solution.
trying to tell you, it was the hook,
like,
bro.
like they limited oxygen in his room purposely. Like, bro, what are you talking about?
Nah,
It's a
it was
simple
Marco,
it
what do
was
you think
Terrence
it
solution.
was? You
Crawford
think it
being
was
on
the hook or
P.
you think it was the oxygen?
What
You
you
know,
what you say? What you say, Sean?
it was Terrence Crawford taking steroids. That's what it was.
That's
Yeah,
what it
Oh,
was.
yeah.
Yeah, that's what it
That's
bro.
what it
It's
was.
the
really
snack.
was.
It's
You
the snack program.
And we
you
ain't gonna
can't
we
make
ain't
Yeah,
gonna
this
start with
up,
that
bro.
one.
all that.
Let me ask you guys a question right quick. I want to ask this question earlier to the
Hold
room.
that thought. Let me get these
Okay.
super chats off. King Kev, brother in the super chat, dropping that half a dub on us in the super chat. He said, "I agree with you, Blue. I'm just saying the people want give Crawford his credit. He shouldn't came back and try to win. If he win, then you speak. Not saying me. I'm saying the people. It's sad. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, bro, if you again, like I said, I have no doubt that Errol was going through all of these issues. I have zero doubt that any of these things was hindering him. No doubt. 1,000%. I believe he told the truth. 1,000%. I'm just saying that when you lose, you have to keep it to yourself. Period. As a competitor, it is what it is. You know how okay, for instance, in the NFL, you know how many people suffer from injuries every game? Imagine every game the every team lose, be like, man, because my toe and my leg and my ankle, like,
It's all
bro,
connected. They
But
connected. See,
yeah,
that's why be holding me back.
You know
If
what
I
it
could
is?
just
Hey, Blue,
detach
but you
them,
do have an
I'll be
injury
all right.
report though.
You
You know what it is though? Like
Blue,
every time somebody loses, right? I know this from experience. There is a reason in your head why you lost. And if you're gonna go talking about it,
Blue.
which you shouldn't, you should really clarify, like, look, I give him all the respect. This is my mistake, but this is what happened. If you're going to say anything, but most of the guys don't follow it up with that. They just say, well, blah, blah, blah. Still take culpability, and then maybe it doesn't look as bad on the fighter.
Hey,
No,
Blue.
I don't think you should say any of that. I disagree. There's something nothing.
But
Just
but
take the
Blue.
attitude like a
hold on,
man and
hold
move
on,
on.
y'all. Let me
Arrow
let
should
me
have
get
just
this
went
last
out
super
Can
like,
I
chat.
ask you guys a
hey,
question right
Arrow
Hold
should
quick?
have just
Let
went
me get this.
on, guys. Hold on. Let me get this last super chat. Fit for life, Doc, back in the building, back in the super chat, dropping another cinco on us in the super chat. He said, "Were people more disappointed by the Canelo Charlo, Shakur Stevenson, or Spence Bud fight? We were truly have wanted him to pull out the fight. Yes,
He means
Hey,
Shakur and
yes.
Dos Santos, right?
the
So what's
Canelo
going to happen
fight
now
was
The
the
fight was
word.
before
entertaining.
everybody
Okay, so for
But
before
instance,
everybody
now let me say this right, Doc, because Doc, you don't give Shakur a pass in the fight. You say it was one of the most boring fights ever, and Shakur showed his injury.
It was bad.
Shakur hand was I showed y'all his hand was messed up.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, he
Yeah,
probably
Yeah, he
just
put
threw
out
that
the
puck.
X-rays.
I'll
Yeah, he
show the
was.
picture
Hey,
of it.
Blue. Hey,
So
Blue.
we don't give
Yeah,
Shakur a
yeah.
pass. We say, man, Shakur he did all this talking. Okay, but he won. He did what he had to do to win. But because Errol went out on his shield, we say, well, you got to give him a pass because he went in there injured and he still tried. No,
Nah.
We would have
Hey,
gave you the props if you didn't
hey,
make the
hey,
excuse. You'd have been like,
hold
"That's
on,
what's up."
Claymore. Hold on real quick, Claymore. Blue ain't gonna keep bullying us with these super chats. Everybody be ready to talk. They be like, hold on, I got a super chat. I'm like,
no, because you know
too
what it
much
do.
oxygen in that room.
No, you know what happens because it slows down. It'll
It'll
start
pile
making
up. No, that's fine.
no, not that it piles up, but it slows down the chat.
Okay.
The
Nah,
last thing.
what
Yeah, but
we're
go
gonna do
ahead,
is
people.
whenever we see a super chat, we're gonna let Blue jump right on it, and then that way everybody get a chance to speak. So if I
Yeah,
tell you
I'm
guys
trying
to
to
hold on,
find
let's
this.
get the super chat, and then we'll knock that out. We'll do it like that. But I got we're gonna go in. Actually, we're gonna go in the row. Shine Claymore. We're gonna go because Destiny, you just went right.
What are we talking about? Just gonna
Um,
go around.
we're talking about the Earl and did you get a chance to go? We're talking about the Earl and Bud situation. Then it
Oh no,
ended up.
let them talk. I'm listening. Go
For
ahead.
sure.
I'm sorry.
For sure. We got Hope Nell, Band Up, Shine, Claymore, Marco. In that order. My brothers. Go ahead. Hope, what you got on the topic, great brother?
Uh, I mean, like I'm an Arrow fan. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, I kind of feel like what Blue was saying, man. You know, I feel like he shouldn't have disclosed what was wrong with him. You know what I'm saying? I think he should have kept all that to himself because it's gonna make it look like he making excuses and all of that. Rather if it's true or not. I'm sure it's true. I'm sure you could tell. You can. Unless you're like a hard Bud fan, you can obviously tell something was off with him that night. It's quite obvious, you know what I'm saying? But I think he should have just kept it to himself. Or it's like, man, obviously you could tell his ribs was broken because when he fell down, you can see his ribs protruding.
Mm.
I felt like what he should have done, he should have just not fought. He should have just waited. You know what I'm saying? Got out, wait till his eye healed or whatever it was with his eye, and then waited till his ribs healed, and then fought him at 100%. I'm not saying he would have beat Crawford because I do think the style is just bad for him. You can just tell that Crawford hands is just too fast, and Errol does not move his head off the line. So I don't think the result would have been like that. But Crawford, after seeing the fight, I do think Crawford is a better fighter, and I do think Crawford still might have most likely would have won.
For
You know
sure.
what I'm saying? But man, if what
You
makes
would have
me a
much rather seen it at closer to 100% because no fighter is ever at
right,
100%, but you would have rather
right.
seen him healthy for
And
sure.
what makes me an Errol Spence fan is because he a dog. You ain't showing your dog right now, but dogs don't make excuses. You know what I'm saying? So
Mhm.
you know, but I mean, we gonna see. And I already know what it is. What it was is he didn't think Crawford was that good. That's what it was. He got in there and he was very surprised by that power. He was quicker than he thought he was. You know what I'm saying? So that's what it was. So now he's grasping, trying to figure out, like, man, is this dude really that much better than me? There's no way this dude is that much better than me. So that's what he's going through right now.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
That I had asked that earlier in the show when Blue was speaking. I was saying, do you think that these are things that are going through his head now for him to rationalize what happened that night? Because sometimes it don't happen whenever like it's something traumatic happened to you. You don't even think about it,
Oh, it
right?
takes
Like
time. It takes
sometimes
time.
sometimes you don't even think about it, and then it can be months later. It can be men or women, and then the emotions just hit you at once. Sometimes some
Yeah.
people don't even cry when something traumatic
Right.
happening to them until later on, until their brain almost like slows down and really try to
Right.
understand and put the pieces together as far as what happened. And
Or
I think that
maybe he just went back and just for the first time just rewatched the fight.
it
You feel
seems
what I'm
like
saying? They're like,
something
dang, this dude that much better than me, bro.
is
You know.
evoking these
For
emotions
sure.
and these thoughts
For
for
sure.
sure.
Somebody's talking. Either he thinking of somebody talking to him, or he watching something. Something's going
Right.
on, bro.
For
Yeah,
sure.
something going on. Yeah.
For sure. Band up, my brother. What's going on, great brother?
Man, what's good with you, man? What's good? You know me out here in the snowy Seattle.
Yeah, oh, you out there in the snowy Seattle? Band
Yes,
up.
sir. Yes, sir. What's
Yeah.
up?
How you
You
feeling,
can hear
man?
me?
What you think about the topic, great brother? Yeah, you coming in clear. What you think about the topic, great brother?
Can you ask me that question one more time?
What do you think about the topic?
No, the topic. Like, give me that question one more time. How you was feeling it?
With the topic. What do you think about the excuses that Earl is, or supposed excuses that Earl is coming out with the eye, with the 2 eye injuries, the ribs being broken, him, just going through an array of things that will cause him not to feel his best on the night of the fight. Bend up.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I was on mute. But what's the? Yeah, I'm here. I was on mute. My bad. I feel, man, if you knew all this stuff going in, it's kind of the same energy when we told Shakur, don't be talking all that stuff if you going in like this. You know what I'm saying? And I want to say something right now. It's not only Errol. We got to understand this. It's Derek James too. Derek James never. If you guys think Errol didn't give Bud respect, Derek James never gave that man respect. He always talk about, oh, this athleticism, and you never heard Derek James really saying skill for skill wise what he was gonna do to Bud. You know what I mean? And even Errol was talking about keep touching him.
Yep, bend up.
Like he dealing with something in the
We're
background.
probably gonna come back
Yeah,
to.
I'm here.
To
I'm here.
you
I'm
want us
here.
to?
I'm sorry.
You want us to give you a second? Just come back to
Yeah,
me.
give me a second.
For sure.
Yeah, give me a
For sure.
second.
For
Just
sure.
circle back around on me.
That's cool. Sean, what's going on, great brother?
What's up with it, twin?
Nothing much, man. How you feel about the topic?
Man,
How you feel about the topic?
I kind of touched on it with you just briefly, not fully, but
For sure.
you know, I think I think it's just really, really a bad look, and it's putting a bad look on the actual fight itself now, because
Right.
now coming out with the excuses and things, now people feel that they're they're being justified as to why Spence lost, and now they can justify the credit they can take away from Bud. You get what I'm
Hmm.
saying?
So you think it's
So
more so for his fans to kind of say,
yeah,
"I
like that.
told you,"
Yeah,
and "I
that's what
told
I
you
think.
so."
Yeah, that's what
Hmm.
I think. Like it's more of like a blank. It's like a safety blanket for them. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody wanted to be able to use that as an excuse, but now they actually getting the proof, quote unquote, proof from Spence himself, and it's just making the fight look bad. It's giving me more of the reason why this is why I say this wasn't the fight of the century or whatever they tried to build it up to be. This is giving me all the reason to believe Boots and Bud are. But
You went out a little bit. Say the last part again. This is giving you all the reason to believe what?
this is giving me all the beliefs and I mean, excuse me, this is giving me all the reason to believe that this wasn't the fight of the century, and the true fight of the century is really Bud and Boots. But
Nice.
as far as like, everything going on, it is excuses. Like some people are trying to say like, no, it's not an excuse if it's a valid excuse. And it's like, no, because he's the one that said we don't make excuses. He's the one that said we don't make excuses. And if I did have one, you wouldn't know it, right? But he was the one to
Hmm.
say that on Instagram. And now it's like he's going back on that. And now he's giving us all the ammo of excuse. All of it.
For sure.
So it's
Hey, and
like,
real quickly, Sean, could you get that list of 10 fights that you wanted to see more than Earl Spence and Bud too?
oh yeah. I got it right here for
For
sure.
sure. Could you read off that list? He actually got 10 fights that he would prefer to see over Earl Spence and Bud too. So I thought it was interesting. I wanted to share that with the panel. And then next we go to Claymore. I believe you was in line next.
Yeah. All right, here we go, y'all. I got Shakur versus Devin. I got Shakur versus Tank. I got Devin versus Tank. I got Canelo versus David Benavidez. I got Tank versus Inoue. I got Better Biv versus Bivol. I got Boots and Bud. I got Devin and Tio. I got Tio and Tank. And I got Bivol versus David Benavidez.
God.
And I could keep going, but I just
That's
stopped it at
fire,
10.
bro. That list is really
That's
I,
a
solid.
I
that's
got two of them I disagree with.
I agree with you.
that's a good list, but they said
That
they got
list
two
was
Yeah, I
others they
solid.
want
agree.
to disagree. But
That
it's
was
a good
solid,
list
bro.
nonetheless because
I agree.
that list was very solid. You know,
But
I
they
didn't think
but Turbius just they just say he just tested positive for PEDs. So
who.
I don't know
No,
about that
no, he
either.
didn't test positive.
Oh, he didn't. That's a
No,
lie.
it just came up atypical. I can't remember what it was called, but it wasn't positive. It was just saying that at some point in time there was like a some sort of raise in his testosterone level, but it came back to normal. I don't know that, but they basically saying it doesn't count as he didn't pop. He didn't pop.
Oh,
And the
So
okay. So
fact
that
Eddie
was.
so
Hearn
y'all
was
was
speaking on it.
Oh,
y'all
okay.
was
So there
rocking
was
with the list, or y'all
there was no
wasn't rocking with the
PEDs involved.
list?
Okay, that makes sense.
Right.
Okay.
Uh, okay,
So were
they
y'all
messing
rocking
with
with
the
the list
list,
or not?
Sean.
Hey, put Shields and Baumgardner on that list too.
Shields and
That's what I said. I could keep
Baumgardner.
going.
That's a
He
good one.
said, hey,
And
Shields and
Amanda
degrees.
Serrano and Baumgardner too.
Oh yeah, I
See,
like that one.
see what I'm saying? We could keep going. That's only 10. Like I said, we could keep going. I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
Yo, so that was something really solid from the other night, and it was a great question. And Sean actually answered the call, so that was dope. Claymore Rain, how you
Oh,
feeling, great brother?
oh, I'm doing good. I'm doing good, family. How y'all doing in the room tonight?
Good, good.
Okay, yeah, good. Nah, I wish Well Connected was in the room to hear that list, so he could be like, all right, well, come up with 20. But
Oh, he know.
but
He know. He seen it. He seen it. He
you
know.
seen it? Yeah, no
Yeah, he
doubt, no
know.
doubt. Um, Listen, I think this thing it gets a little bit deeper than just excuses. I think we're dealing with somebody who's been broken in the ring, and it looks like he's showing signs of being broken mentally, where he's trying to possibly, what I'm saying, convince himself and validate himself as the same Errol he was before the accident. I think that he might be hitting some ceilings and some walls in his training camp and his preparations, and I think he might be receiving some truth that he might not be the same person he was before that accident. Overworking, overtraining, um, in a small window to get ready for this fight, and somehow also trying to have his fan base re re-energized a little bit to kind of help him get through whatever he's getting through. But I think ultimately the way this looks like it's going to play out is it looks like he's kind of like making a foundation for him to get out this fight. Like he might not be that interested in doing this fight no more, because I'm wondering if he doesn't believe he can beat Terrence, does he care to go through whatever he went through in the ring with Terrence that night? I think there's a lot going on, but I think it's a psyche issue right now. I think Terrence broke that man physically in the ring, and I think we're starting to see some residue of like mental breakdown right now.
Hmm.
Yeah, could be true.
I like that. I like the way you put that too. Um, very well said,
Hey yo, hey, sorry, can
Marco.
I cook on what I was saying a little bit earlier?
Oh yeah, you ready? You ready to go? Real quick, because after you, Marco is going to go. Then
Yeah,
we'll go to the next topic.
yeah. But I was saying pretty much Derrick James never gave that man Terrence Crawford a shot either. You know what I'm saying? He always was talking about athleticism, even all the way through the what's that, the all access. You know what I mean? He was talking about, oh, his mom ain't gonna be doing the tap dancing and all that stuff. You got Derrick James about to get into a fight with Terrence, you know what I mean, or whoever he's gonna get into a fight with in the thing. Talk about, you better not worry about me. Well, you need to worry about Errol, because even without the first, this is why it's so hard. Even, and I want Hope Nail to answer this eventually too. But this is why it's so hard for Errol fans to come up with skill for skill wise what that man can do differently to beat Terrence. You know what I'm saying? Not only did he lose the fight, you know what I mean? You guys clearly been fans with him before the fight. So as fans, skill wise in that ring, when that bell hit ding, what is he gonna do differently to offset what Terrence was really bringing? You know what I'm saying? So they didn't have no plan A, and they definitely didn't have no plan B when it started going downhill for Errol. That's why he lost the fight.
Yeah.
I agree with you.
I think what he gonna do differently is not get stopped this time. I think he'll stick it.
I don't know if you could do that with someone as talented as Bud.
That's about the best I got, bro.
That's about the best you got.
That's the best I got,
I don't think he can do that with someone's skill level and as talented as Bud. Like he would have to have the skills good enough to not get knocked out, right? Because you got 12 rounds to go through, and he's not known for being fleet-footed. He's not known for being, you know what I mean?
No,
his power is just so wrong for Bud.
That style is just not
for Bud. And I got my brother Marco in the building. Marco, how you feeling, man?
What's going on, everybody?
Man, Marco, nothing
good,
much,
Marco.
Man. You got some oxygen in that room, Marco?
Say that again?
You got some oxygen in that room?
Yeah, Marco gonna be up all night. He's gonna be up all night.
Serious, Marco. I don't want you fighting tomorrow if you got some oxygen in that room, all right?
He might got some ammonia.
Yeah, he got just flooded with ammonia. How you feeling, Marco?
Good, man.
Right.
I guess so. It's really hard to tell what happened or what's going on. It's really hard to tell. But to me, Errol did look a little off in the fight, but the fight was so lopsided that whatever was off with him, even if he was his 100%, I don't think he would have beat Bud no matter what. Not that night. But I think he's definitely going through something mental. I agree with Claymore. I think it's very difficult when you're at a plateau like that as a fighter and you've never lost. And he was, I mean, he had a lot more hardcore fans than Bud did, I felt like. And then when you finally lose, just like when Wilder lost, you know, when people lose who never could fathom losing, sometimes your mind goes in a place that's not desirable. If those things were true, broken rib, cataract in his eye, whatever, he still took the fight. So that's on him. So by him saying that, he's just trying to convince himself that he could do better, which probably the way he should approach that is win the rematch if he can, and then be like, by the way, the reason I lost the first time was blah, blah, blah. Then it would be taken more seriously, not at this point.
I agree.
So you said if he would have strategically placed that,
if you say it after he right, because now, you know, people aren't stupid. They can see an agenda. They could smell an agenda when people have one, and his agenda is clearly to cover up his embarrassment or his loss or his ego. But if he just wins a fight, you know, but I don't know why he's coming out and saying it now. I think maybe it is a bit of a mental break, and you know, he's saying a lot of other things like, something along the lines like, I didn't live a boxer's lifestyle for a while. It finally caught up to me. It's just a lot of kind of reasons why he didn't do well. And by the way, these could all be true. You know, like I've been in there, and every time I didn't do well, I had a reason for it. I didn't always say it, but there was always a reason. So maybe it's true, but what it comes down to is the skill gap in that fight was so tremendously big that none of that makes any difference. It would have been a close fight, but like, I mean, I don't want to see that rematch. Like, he came up with 10 fights, I can come up with 50. I don't want to see that at all.
The thing it's the thing for me is that, but he's never fought the same fight twice. This man doesn't have a style per se. He's not a chameleon. He can do anything like in that ring. He adapts to anything. He's like water. He can literally adapt to anything. So he doesn't. How do you prepare for somebody? It's almost like he's almost unbeatable. Like, how do you prepare for that?
Well, it's not
a chance. You have to have a prepare for him.
You're so dead on with that. I've been saying that for the longest of times. Like, hypothetically, describe Devin Haney style. What is he?
He's a
boxer. I would say. Thank you. He's a boxer, pure boxer, right?
Say that.
Describe Shakur Stevenson style.
The same thing.
Describe Tank Davis style.
Puncher.
He's a puncher,
right?
A puncher.
Describe
and a clown. A clown. A clown.
Teofimo's a boxer, but he's a puncher.
So then it gets funny when
puncher.
It gets funny when you start to say
A clown.
Describe now. This is it gets funny when you start to say describe Boots and describe Bud. That's
They're
when it
whatever
gets
they need to be
Well,
it
they're
to win the
gets
similar.
fight.
it gets really you
They're
see what I'm saying?
similar.
It's
Hey, I
like
can do that, A-side. I can do that. I can do that.
describe Boots and Bud.
I can do that.
Please do that for me. I've been trying to
Yep.
answer this question for the longest.
Boots is
Good,
not on
man.
no
Come
Buzz
on.
level. I'm
All
sorry,
right.
A-Side.
So
He does
you know
not
this
have a
Why
ring
now.
not?
IQ.
Watch. Watch.
He's not on, no, Puss in Boots is not on Buzz level. He has a terrible ring IQ. He did not know how to cut off the
What?
ring on that
Oh,
Karen guy.
all right.
He did not know how to cut off that ring on that Karen guy.
Who?
That Karen guy
That's
had him
the
swinging for the ropes.
only.
That
He
was
was
That's the
ridiculous.
running.
He
He was
was
only
terrible
person.
running.
against Karen.
That's the
A lot of his holes was
I don't
exposed.
know.
A
That's
lot of
the
his holes was
only.
He
Hold
exposed.
on,
ran
hold on,
into
hold
a
on, hold
fight.
on, hold on. That's the only person people like to give flack for Boots, right? But look,
Yeah, I can give him flack for a lot of other
hold on.
fights because he doesn't like inside fighting either. He's not very good at it.
What
I can
though?
give you all. He has a lot of
He
holes in his, and I
doesn't
can go
like
down the list,
inside
baby. I can
fighting.
go down the list, honey. I can go down the
Oh
list on Puss
damn.
in Boots. Puss in Boots
That's
is not ready for
false.
Bud.
That's
Puss
Okay.
in Boots
false.
better stay in his
You
Puss in
talking
Boots
about?
face
You talking about
and
Boots?
play with kittens.
Yeah, she's
That's
talking about Boots.
that's
I like
totally
she talking
false
about
that he
I
Boots.
cannot
doesn't
agree
like.
with
Hold
that.
on. It's
He better play
totally
with kittens and
false.
leave that grown man alone. He better go play with them kittens and leave that grown man alone. Puss in
No,
Boots better stay
no.
over there.
He
He talking about
26 and
Jerome.
he
What
showing
I
up.
movie
hope
you watch,
Bud
Joe?
fights him next. I really do. I
What?
hope he breaks his jaw. I hope he fights him next and breaks his jaw so y'all can stop with the foolishness. So y'all can stop
But
with the
Okay.
foolishness. I really
but
do.
I
I
ain't
hope
never,
it.
I ain't never say he can beat
I
him. I
want
just
him
say
to
he a
fight him so he
beast.
can break his jaw, break both of his jaws,
Hey,
so y'all can
Destiny,
stop it.
could you describe
A-side.
his style?
His style is
Only one jaw.
he's like a Roy Jones style, like
How you
that
doing, bro?
style. He's like
Who's
a
the
Not
Roy
he's
Roy
a
Jones?
boxer
Jones.
puncher. He's a boxer puncher, and he's not that good. I'm trying to tell y'all, he's gonna get in that ring with somebody who's really good, and just like
Okay,
Karen
let me.
exposed a lot
Can
of
I
his
ask you
holes,
a
he's
question?
gonna get in the ring with somebody
I
who's
don't
really
know.
good
Can
and
I
gonna
can
expose
I
his
ask
ass.
you a
Basketball.
question?
I'm
Can
He
I
doesn't
ask you a
fight
confused,
nothing
question?
man.
like Roy.
Can
Go
I
ahead,
ask a
baby.
question?
Go ahead, baby.
Could you? Because I love to hear how people think about different fighters. So I just want to know. Can you tell me something that you feel Boots isn't good at? Like, what is something that Boots does that he's not as good that he
He does
doesn't
not
do
have
as
a good
well?
ring IQ. He does not understand how to cut off the ring. He's not a good switch hitter neither. He doesn't switch for a reason. You know what I'm saying? When Bud goes
Wow.
into a different hand, when Bud goes into a different style. I mean, you know, stance.
This
When he
is
goes into a different
that's
stance, it's because he's
crazy.
collecting
Hold on,
data.
let me hear Claymore. Hold on.
It's
Go
because he's
ahead.
collecting data, so he's understanding things, right? And then he'll
Mm-hmm.
switch over because he's collected the data he needed to do in that
Mm-hmm.
stance, and he realized, okay, well, this person is my weakness on this side, so let me switch over to this side, so he cannot expose that weakness no more, and I can gain the upper hand. So
Okay.
Boost doesn't do that because Boost does not have a good ring IQ. That's how you know he's still developing. Now Boost
Mm-hmm.
can be the next dude, but right now he's still developing. He better stay with them kittens. I'm trying to tell y'all, okay? I
Mhm.
Boots
hope
is
Bud
Okay.
gets in that ring
Boots.
with him. I really
So
do.
Boots is
so
a more
what?
natural switch hitter than
Hold
Crawford.
on. Hold on.
No,
Let me
he's
say.
not. He's
Let me
not.
ask you this. Let me
He
ask you
doesn't even
this.
know when he's switching. Do you know when he's
What?
switching? Half the
That's what
Mm-hmm.
I'm
time.
saying. It doesn't make sense when he switches. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't. It's
Because
not
he
for no
don't even know
reason.
when he's
It
switching.
No,
It's
it's
just
doesn't make
boxing.
sense.
no,
It
it's
doesn't make sense.
fluid. It's called fluidity. That's what it's
Right.
Just
called.
because you can
Right.
switch,
Right.
just because you can, I'm a left-handed, right? But I can fight orthodox and left-handed. That doesn't mean anything, right? If I'm doing it just to be just switching, like you know who did that? Avanesian did that stuff
Okay.
against Bud, right? He kept
Could,
switching from southpaw to
let me
orthodox.
let
It
me
doesn't
ask.
make a difference if you're
Let
not
me
doing it
ask.
for a reason.
All
Go
right. Let
ahead.
me ask you one more question. If
Crazy.
who I mean, what stance is Bud
He had to
better
scared
at fighting
everybody.
in?
Scared.
What is Bud a better fighter? Like what stance is Bud a better fighter in?
Um, so far, lately it's been the southpaw stance, but in the
Is
beginning he was
it?
good
Yeah.
in the orthodox too. But it just depends on the fighter with Bud.
I
It
would
just
I
depends on
was
the fighter.
I would say it always been southpaw. I'm
It's
pretty sure
always been
majority would
southpaw.
say.
I think
Right.
What
Boots.
stance is
No,
Bud? What
I
no,
think
stance is
Boots
Bud?
is
I mean, what stance is Boots better in?
I
Exactly.
don't know. A
Boots is
clown's
Exactly.
position. A
Boots is
clown.
Exactly. You
definitely
see how you
Boots is
don't
A
know?
unproven.
clown.
Because
A clown.
Boots is
All
unproven.
right,
it sound
guys.
like
So
hate.
so we
It sound
so
like
we
hate.
got
But go
Sound
A
ahead,
like
Clay.
clown.
hate me.
we got that out the way. Band up. How could you describe Boots and Bud
What's
style?
up?
How could you describe Boots and Bud
Okay,
style? You
so
said
you
you can
notice
do it
now.
for us.
All right, you know how like when Bud be on the inside, right? And you remember how he was throwing certain punches, like those kind of like circular. punches a little bit to like that rib section when he was doing against Sean Porter. You know how he was like sharp shooting. You know what I mean? That's an intangible I don't really see Boots having as well as Terrence. Boots can throw them things. He can throw them straights. Crazy. Boots' defense is great. I like his defense. His defense is very slick, but he's a showboater in the ring a little bit. And you can't showboat with Bud. You showboat with him, it's a wrap. You know what I mean? And if you do it and say you did it or whatever and you're far away, okay. You do that up close, it's not gonna be good. And I done seen Boots play with his food. You know what I mean? I think he takes so much of what.
Hold on, band up. I said describe. I said what's his style. You went in on what type of fights they doing, what will move.
Exactly.
Hey, I said we said what's Devin Haney? Boxer. Okay. What's your course here? What's your course? He said boxer. What's Tank? Boxer puncher. You start telling us about shots and stuff like that.
Look. That's the thing about it. Hey, sorry, real quick. I've never been the person to label somebody as that. I think Terrence is a street fighter that's a boxer. If you want to keep it a stat, he's great. He's a complete dog, a street fighter that is literally a boxer. Because what you want in the streets is with. But look at no. Hey, look. When you see, can you? Hey, real quick. Anybody on the panel? Hey, real quick. I got one question. Anybody on the panel? Can you show me anybody else that knocked somebody out like Terrence did Kell Brook? I've been waiting for that one. You only see that in the street fight.
I get what he's saying. I get what he's saying, y'all.
What's the question?
I have no question. I'm lost. Completely lost on what the hell you're talking about.
The question is to describe Boots and Bud's style. That's the question.
Can I tap in on this one a little bit?
Yeah, go ahead and shoot. Then we're going to the next subject.
All right. The way I would describe who we talking about, Boots or Bud? Which one? Boots?
Knock him either one.
Okay. All right. With Bud, I think what you're looking at is you're looking at somebody with an extremely high IQ who processes information very well, and he can adjust to just about any kind of style that's in the ring. He can become a puncher, he can become a boxer, he can control the distance, he can fight on the inside. He's very, very he's very strategic in the way he fights. He's actually a boxer's boxer. He's probably the most when you talk about old school boxers, when you start comparing him to the people like the Haglers and the Sugar Ray Leonards, he's probably the closest person to be brought up in those type of conversations, because he's actually a boxer's boxer. So he'll take whatever style you're bringing to him, and he literally has different strategies for all types of boxers. He's a well-rounded fighter, the most well-rounded fighter I've seen in a long time in boxing. Now, when you look at Boots Ennis, you might see him play with his food a little bit, but you're dealing with somebody who's very much like a Terrence Bud Crawford. He's actually got a super high IQ. You can see what he does. Now, he plays with his food because his competition that he's been fighting, he sees the ability to do that. Now, I agree that if he plays with Terrence Crawford, that he can't play with Terrence Crawford. He has to be disciplined. But you guys have to understand that Boots Ennis is a very disciplined person. The way he's been raised, his culture, the way he trains in the gym, the way he's disciplined, in his lifestyle, he's just like Terrence Crawford. He lives it to the max. He lives boxing. So I would describe them both as puncher boxers. And the only reason I would say that is because clearly they can punch, but the boxing is not to be played with.
All right. So we got puncher, boxer. I will from all that you said, I will turn it around and say they're super talented boxer punchers, but I can see it your way as well. Super talented, and that doesn't fully describe them. I think that it's just for lack of a better terms. But yeah. So guys, what do you guys, and anyone can go first with this one, and anyone that have a point of contingency with what someone say, you just simply say, I don't agree with that. And if you guys want to go back and forth, you let me know. We can handle it that way. We have a little bit of time left. I want to make sure I get this question in. What do you guys all think about Bill Haney saying that T.O. is off his rockers for asking for a Bud fight, right? When he had demanded $20 million, when he had asked for $20 million from Devin Haney. One, do you think Teofimo deserve a $20 million payday from Devin Haney because he offered it to Gervonta Tank Davis. And two, what do you guys think that Tio will even? Do you guys even think that Tio deserve a fight with Bud? Anybody can shoot.
No, I think he does $20 million. Come on, what was he making his last one? Wasn't it like 2 million or something like that?
I want to say it was 2 million flat. I want to say
Right, yeah, it wasn't nothing like, come on, 20 million. He's nowhere near on the Tank's level as far as stardom goes. I mean, he couldn't even sell out the Madison Square Garden arena. I mean, theater or whatever that was. Like,
right.
like that's just
Who
ridiculous.
couldn't?
And no black fighter should fight him, especially because he's racist. And he's always saying something really racist, like I'm black from the waist down. Like that's, I mean, that's very offensive. And then the fact that he said, "Well, y'all can keep the black,"
I
you know
thought
what
that
I'm
was
saying?
funny.
Nobody black should entertain him, honestly. Nobody black should. He shouldn't even be in the conversations when it comes down to black fighters, in my personal opinion.
Can I
All
tap
right.
in?
Yeah. Shoot.
I'm gonna say that I think first of all, as far as that $20 million offer, I'm not sure, and I'm not sure if it makes a difference or not. But I don't think it was Tio asking for that as much as it was his father who kind of blapped out and said that. I think Bill is riding that a little bit, but I do agree with Bill in the fact that Teofimo needs to be concerned with his division. He's in in the most glamour, the most talent-filled division in boxing. I want to give him the benefit of the doubt to say that him saying that he would fight Terrence Crawford was more so of him trying to challenge himself and seeing if Terrence Crawford was looking for a fight that he couldn't get with Canelo Alvarez, trying to get to some money. I think Tio's actually a very good boxer, man, and I think it's him and Devin Haney in that 140-pound weight class division, and I think that's the fight that does need to be made as far as Teofimo's concerned. I don't take none of that $20 million or none of that challenging Terrence Crawford or any of that in any kind of way. I think he's bad at marketing himself, and I think sometimes he puts his foot in his mouth. But I do think he has a true boxer's heart. I think he does want to fight good fights, and he wants to get paid for it, obviously as well. So I think at the end of the day, he needs to focus on 140 pounds, man. I think 140 pounds is where his focus should be at. I think Terrence Crawford is just a figment of his imagination. I think he's delusional when he says that he's a two-time undisputed champion. I think he needs to stop doing that shit. Excuse my French. He needs to stop doing that stuff, saying that he's a two-time undisputed champion. And he's arguably not even a one-time undisputed champion, no less a two-time undisputed champion. So that's how I feel about that. As far as Bill putting that offer out there, I think that's legitimate as far as like, come on, let's talk real money so we can talk about really putting a fight together. Don't say no stupid numbers and price yourself out of a fight. We already have a history from 135 pounds and the way you carried it there. Don't do this at 140 pounds. Make this a realistic thing so we can really put something together and get a unification title going.
All right. The only thing I disagree with is that he's chasing greatness. I just think that chasing greatness will be beating the man that's already in your division without him having to ask you. That's the only thing, man. You know what I mean? So anybody else want to speak on that? Do you think Teofimo deserved $20 million? I mean, come on, man. The man was unified at the 135-pound division, jumped up, became a champion, beat the man of the division. Y'all don't think Tio deserved that $20 million?
I can answer. I got to answer.
Go ahead.
I don't think he deserves 20 million guaranteed. I think more so like maybe a 10 guaranteed is more reasonable.
10
But
million.
I still think it's far fetched. But I just think it's more reasonable. Like 20 is just insane.
Ryan Garcia and Tank didn't even have a $10 million guarantee for their last fight. I mean, Devin Haney's number. So I don't even understand why he would deserve a $10 million. I mean, Bud and Spence had to fight tooth and nail to get that kind of guarantee. But he deserves it for doing what? For being a clown?
I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why they didn't. Because they knew on the back end that fight was gonna do amazing. That's why.
I mean, we didn't know that. We did not know that. I mean, that's speculation, and we did not know that. Just like everybody thought.
Didn't.
No, we did not know that because everybody thought Bud and Spence fight was going to do over 1 million pay-per-view buys, and it didn't. So
The business knew that fight was gonna do well
Okay,
because
well,
it was two.
I don't know if they knew that neither.
It
Nobody
was
knew that fight
two.
was gonna do no $1.3 million.
It
I
was two
mean,
of
you can
this
speculate that,
generation's
but you
biggest
don't know
names.
that for sure until the numbers come out,
Yeah,
honey.
nobody
Absolutely,
knows
of
it, but
course,
everybody there was
of
a good
course,
Right.
of
everybody
course.
knew it was
That's
gonna do high numbers.
of course nobody know exactly what it's gonna do, but it's
Because
called projection.
let Mayweather and them tell it, Tank is a big star. Although the fight before that only did like 60,000 or something crazy, like
Yeah,
100,000 pay-per-view buys.
because of
So
the partner.
yeah, that's
When
what I'm
you have a
saying, the dancing
partner,
partner. But and then Ryan Garcia, his last fight, he couldn't even, get 10 people in there.
yeah,
So
but
no, that's what I'm saying. We did not know. We could speculate, but no, we did not know. And
of course, you don't know. It's called projection.
yeah, I mean, yeah, but still, because I didn't pay for that shit. I did not want to see that crap. That's not what I wanted to
Wait a
see.
minute. Wait a
Sure.
minute. That's me.
And what they
I did
offer?
not want to see that crap. I'm like, I
So
already
let me
knew it was
so
like a
let me
ridiculous
get back
fight.
to the TL thing, right? Like I said, I don't think 20 million. I mean, I think 20 million is insane, but I would say 10 is more so of something that could be reasonable. It probably
Yeah,
won't be 10. It'll probably be like 7 or 6.
yeah.
I'm just saying 10 is something closer to reasonable. So
My dumb
I
ass.
I think that but I think with Tio, I don't think he's chasing greatness either. I mean, I think he
Oh
is to an
wow.
extent, right? But I think what Tio should do, because he knows that Devin is
Can I chime in on this?
his big fight, right? I think Tio should fight. He should fight Africa before he fight Devin to get a taste of what Devin would be like.
I rock
But
with that, Sean. I can rock with that.
Hey,
yeah,
Hulk, why you did that face?
I
I like
think,
that.
but I think Africa will end up getting that win. That
That
Yo,
that that
but I just think
I
that's a
think
good
everybody
fight
thinks that
for him
Jabril
to fight
Matias is a
first.
dark horse. I think Richard Hitchinson is the dark horse of the 140-pound division. I
Yeah,
think
that's what I'm talking
everybody's
about.
sleeping on that boy.
That's what
Yo,
I'm talking about.
I think
yo.
Jabril Matias is not as complicated as everybody thinks he is.
Facts, of course,
nah,
I
Claymore.
agree
100%.
with you.
I
I
agree.
agree with you.
I
Claymore, I'm
agree.
telling you,
But
man,
yeah,
that dark
that's it.
horse is
Go ahead.
is Gary Anton Russell. I'm
Oh,
telling
I'll
you,
go with
man.
Gary. I'll go with Gary.
Gary is that dark
But
horse.
I'm still sticking with
but
Richard. But I'll go with Gary.
Richard,
But I don't think the dark
but
horse is Jabril.
Hitchenson's is my
Hey,
close
what?
second.
Hey, Gary's at 140, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Gary might beat up. Might beat up Dev.
It's
Watch your
Gary
mouth.
might
He's
beat up
definitely
who?
beating up Tio.
Watch your mouth.
Yeah,
it's
you
Watch
making
your
him
mouth.
possible,
He's
mad. You
definitely
making him
beating up
mad,
Tio.
Danny.
I'm not a Tio fan, bro. I think he lost
but
that Sanho Martin fight, bro. And
Oh, for
He
sure,
did.
I'm not really big on Tio, bro.
for sure.
Yeah, Tio definitely will get ate up by what's it called, by Gary Anton, and he definitely he don't, bro. I don't know why everybody want to get beat up by Terrence.
you sleeping on
You know what I
Tio,
mean?
bro.
Why everybody
What?
want
I
to do
mean,
that? If
Tio
Boost ain't getting beat
anybody
up
in
by
that
Terrence.
weight,
is a big time
anybody in
pound for
that
pound
lower weight
fighter,
class
bro.
want to jump up to fight Terrence, the only one that can do that is Tank,
Y'all letting his
and we know that ain't gonna happen.
Boost wouldn't get beat up by
taint his
Terrence though.
skills. He's a high skilled boxer, man.
Right, that
Dead
boy
ass.
can box. What are you
He
talking
he
about?
Who
seriously
can
can.
box?
Gordon
Tio
can
Tio,
can
box.
really box.
Tio
He's
can
really
fight,
Gordon,
him.
bro.
Who?
Gordon,
Tio?
yeah,
Yeah,
Tio?
Gordon can
Yeah,
100%,
he
box.
can
bro.
box.
Yes.
Bro, look, hey, I'm gonna tell you look, this is how it happened with me and T.O. Look, I told Blue this too. I was at work, right? I was doing security, and I'm listening to Blue Blood talk about T.O. and all this stuff, you know what I mean? Okay, let me follow this fighter. And I'm at work, and I got some Spanish-speaking people, you know what I mean, with me, and they don't really speak English. I'm over here pointing out who they should watch, and this dude over here getting dropped by Sanho Martin.
Yeah,
I
you
can't
gotta
rock with
That happened
T.O.
to
understand.
me
I'm
too.
cool.
To deals with mental. To deals with a couple with some mental health issues potentially, and if he's
Right.
not completely focused, you can see a weak Tio. But I'm just saying, pedigree wise, Tio's up there with the best of them, bro.
I,
It's just about who shows
Right.
up to the ring
I'm
that
not
night.
gonna hear them
I
excuses
don't even
about him
think
being no
I don't
mentally
even
unstable
Oh, that
because we
doesn't
don't
make
let nobody
sense.
else
That
make
doesn't
it.
make sense,
No.
bro.
yeah, I
Listen,
was gonna
Mm-mm.
say I
All
don't
right.
think
Well,
it's mental
That
the
health
don't make
issues. I
the
just
sense.
think
That
it's the
don't. You
let me
mental
say
cannot
this.
side
be
of
the
Let me
best
say
of
boxing.
this,
them and you
right?
getting beat up
What,
like that, bro.
hold on.
what Tio
The
does,
Tio, the
what
Tio.
Tio does is
My bad.
Tio fights to the level of his competition.
Right.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it's like, so what Claymore is saying is that it's like a mental bot. He's not focused. He's not motivated. The way he fought Josh Taylor and Lomachenko, and then you look at how he fought Sandor Martin, it's like, and George Kambosos, it's like, bro, what? It's like two different fighters.
But look how he fought Nakatani though, Blue. I think a lot of times with T.O. Well,
Yeah,
let's take Lomachenko first, for
now
example, Blue. Lomachenko didn't throw punches for the first 6, 7 rounds. I mean,
right.
he literally just had
Now,
a
but
punching bag, so
Tio
anybody
rendered
could look good against that one.
but
But that's
Tio
what
rendered
Tio
him
was
like that, the same
doing.
way
Yeah,
Devin
it
did,
was a
right?
reason
Yeah.
though.
So now you
Yo,
look at
then
this,
we
right?
cannot put
I'm
him up
with you,
there with the
Destiny.
best.
Oh,
I'm
oh,
with you.
now watch this, right? When, like you said, when he fought Nakatani, he was unknown, didn't know him, bad fight, right? He looks pedestrian against Nakatani. Then he fights Richard Coleman for the belt, knocks him out. Looks athletic, looks explosive, wins the belt, knocks Richard Coleman out. Then he
Yeah.
fights. Then he fights Lomachenko, looks spectacular. Then he fights Kambosos, look pedestrian
I
again.
didn't think he looked spectacular because when
What?
Lomachenko actually started fighting back, actually threw like a punch or two. He started that he won those rounds, right?
He
He
was
was
flabbergasted.
and
Yeah,
then yeah, and then what's his
but you got to
name?
watch the
Tio
fight
had like
again,
all
though.
kinds of like his face was all open, cut open and stuff like that. So no,
Yeah,
I
but no,
don't Blue, I disagree. He did not look spectacular against Lomachenko. I do
no,
not agree with that one.
you got to rewatch it. This is what happened
He
in
was
the
gonna
in
beat
the
up by
in the,
Shakur
in
too.
the in the 8th, 9th, 10th, and 11th round, that Lomachenko won all 4 of those rounds back to back.
Mm-hmm.
He dominated those rounds. But watch the fight again. Tio changed his style, trying to sit down on his punches, trying to knock Loma out. Loma
Trying to
wasn't ready
show
to
the
go.
road.
And then when he went back to his original style in
Started
the
Exactly.
whooping
12th
him.
round, he
Started
almost
whooping
stopped
him.
Lomachenko in
Yep.
the 12th round. So it was the again, it's that mental lapse. He makes unnecessary adjustments. He fights to the level of his competition. Lomachenko, he was beating Lomachenko. He won the first 7 rounds.
Yes, because Lomachenko only throw a punch, Blue. Like
No,
I'm pretty sure I could win him rounds like that too.
Lomachenko ain't throw no punches because it was Tio's style. When Tio changed his style and started standing there in a shoulder roll defense, like he Floyd Mayweather, all of a sudden in the
That's what
8th
he do.
round, and Lomachenko started teeing off because he was trying to sit down and knock out Lomachenko. And he started standing there in the shoulder roll defense like he Floyd Mayweather,
Yeah.
and that didn't work. Then in
But
the
Blue,
12th round, he went back to what he did the first 7 rounds, and look at Lomachenko's numbers again. His numbers dropped.
I was not impressed with him at that fight at all. Blue. I mean, maybe you were, but I
I
was not
wasn't
impressed.
either.
I did not think he looked good. I thought the fight was extremely boring because Lomachenko didn't do anything for a bunch of rounds. That
But
fight
that's
was
what I'm
like
saying.
really depressing.
That's
And
Yo,
that's
hey,
that's
can I say one
that's due
thing?
to Teofimo. It's the same thing that happened with Devin Haney in the first 7 rounds. Lomachenko, if you switch your style against Lomachenko, like Devin started staying in the pocket too long after the 7th round, Lomachenko,
I don't
he's
even
a
know what
front
happened.
runner. That's why I tell everybody, Lomachenko is a front runner. If you give him, if he has an athletic advantage, he gonna look like the Matrix. When he don't have the athletic advantage, he look pedestrian. He's not. He'll make you miss, but he won't make you pay. He's not active. He don't have a
yeah,
high work rate.
yeah,
So
you cut off him. You cut off, because he always circles to the right. You cut off that right side. He's kind of stuck
he's
there. Yeah,
finished.
he doesn't know what to
He,
do.
he,
Yeah,
he not confident in letting his hands go. He'll make you miss. He'll try to move around the ring, but he's not active because he can't really see the shots. He don't trust the shots. So what Tio was doing in the first 7 rounds, making him think, giving him angles, he wasn't comfortable with that, so he wasn't active. And Tio was just outboxing him, winning easy. But at the moment in the 8th round, the moment Tio stopped and made himself a stationary target and made himself available, all of a sudden Lomachenko looked like the Matrix again. But in the 12th round, and Tio did that because, and remember, in the 9th round, I think it was the 9th or the 10th round, Tio's father says to him again, because they have a issue with his father, just like he did with Kambosos. Why is this guy still here? Get him out of there.
Right.
And he's trying to down and knock his dude out that ain't ready to go. What are you talking about? It's the same thing he did with George Kambosos. Why is this guy knock this dude out? And Tio then Tio in the 12th round was like, bro, because that 10th round and 11th round, Tio looked terrible in the 10th and 11th round. Loma looked like he was getting ready to stop him. And then in the 12th round, Tio was like, man, I'm going back to what I did in the first couple of rounds. I'm going to be aggressive. I'm coming forward. I ain't going to be no stationary target. And he came forward. And all of a sudden,
I
Loma,
just think I don't know, Blue. I just think I don't know what Lomachenko and his daddy. I don't know what their game plan was. It was a very odd game plan. Whatever
no,
they were talking
their
about,
game
he
plan
claimed
is
it because he
no,
had his shoulder broken or whatever he
no.
said.
Their game plan is the same game plan every fight.
Well,
They
not
front
to throw a
load.
punch.
Look at the fight that Loma had with Luke Campbell. Same thing. Luke Campbell just not athletic and explosive enough like Devin.
Blue, I never saw that fight, so I have to look at that one. I never saw
Yeah.
that one.
Go watch that fight. Luke Campbell is just not as explosive and athletic and gifted as Devin and Tio. Luke Campbell was doing the same exact thing. He hurt Loma to the body in that fight. But again, he allowed Loma because he's not explosive. And Loma, you give Loma the reins, he's going to take over. Point blank, period. You give him, he's an 18-year-old going downhill with no brakes. But as soon as you put a roadblock in front of him, it's over.
That's that.
We got final thoughts. And as you make your final thought, you want to click the X so you can drop down from the menu. Final thoughts. We have our final thoughts. Band up. You can go first, and then Claymore, Sean, and then Destiny.
Okay.
Yo, shout out to the #1 show, or I'm sorry, #1 spot on YouTube. Blue Blood Sports TV. Hate, like, comment, and subscribe. You dig? You dig? Every day I think about that. I'm not gonna cap. But I got a question for you, Blue. Bro, this is why we can't put him up there with the best of them. Because if you take that, which what we talking about, and put it in any other sport, bro, imagine that as a quarterback. You would be telling them to get off your team. If you over here only showing up against the good, you know what I mean, against certain quarterbacks, oh, you playing Patrick Mahomes and all this other stuff, but you getting blown out by the Browns. You would be telling this dude to get out of here. This is Geno Smith. He's what we just had.
No, but that again,
you know what I mean?
Look, that's what happens. Remember, that's what happened with old dude from Baltimore that played for the Browns.
My quarterbacks don't do that.
Flacco.
What's his name?
Man.
Joe Flacco. Joe Flacco showed him in Big Game. What happened? The Browns, the Ravens, like, all right, bro, we gotta see you later. He did that against the Jets. All right, bro, we gotta see you later.
Yep.
It again, like you said, but it don't negate the fact that it's just is what it is. Like that's just what TO is. So, but in the sport of boxing, it's an individual sport. He not bringing down the team. He only bringing down himself. So in this case, right, when you put him in there with I don't believe no stretch of the imagination he gonna beat Terrence Crawford.
Yeah,
he's gonna be competitive. But
Sean would be pissed that fight happened. He's like, you should have been boots.
Yeah. But you see, like him versus Devin Haney, I think he'll rise to the occasion. I don't think he's gonna win, but I think you're gonna see a great performance. Nice. But if with this fight with Jermaine Ortiz with Tio is a trap fight, trust me.
Yup.
You're gonna see moments where he looked completely disengaged. He is not there. He's not present. And there's a lot of people like that just can't get up for the moment. You case in point, Buster Douglas, bro, he was the ultimate Teofimo Lopez. Bro, you ever watch Buster Douglas' career? This dude looked spectacular in one fight. One fight he was winning so clearly and so much. He just stopped and said, I ain't gonna do it no more. And they said, why? He said, despite my father. Because he wasn't getting along with his father.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Then got motivated by the Mike Tyson fight because his mother, right before she transitioned, his mother had told him, and you shouldn't fight Mike Tyson, you're gonna lose. He was like, wait, what? Even my mother think that? Okay. His mother was like, I'm worried about you. So he told his mother, no, you don't need to worry about me. You gotta be worried about him.
Blue, let me throw a caveat in there though. Had that count been, that ref did the different count, he would have lost.
Yeah, that's true. But I mean, just the fact that he was relentless in that fight to keep coming forward like no other against Mike Tyson, it just spoke volumes. You know what I'm saying? And then look at him against Holyfield. Look, complete, like, bro, what are we doing here? Like, bro, like, all right, man. He had no interest. It's just like, bro, like Riddick Bowe, same thing. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's just some fighters that just they need that they can't motivate themselves. You know what I'm saying? Like
They need the dancing partner.
Exactly. You have some greats like Michael Jordan, for instance. He used to make up stories about his opponents. Like, man, this dude said that he gonna do.
Yeah, he was
Remember they
psycho.
asked Michael Jordan. Remember that, Sean? They asked Michael Jordan.
Yeah.
This dude said what? He said, yeah, he never said that. I was bored.
Yeah.
Yep.
I
Make
need to
something up.
motivate myself.
Yep.
Yeah, I just need to motivate myself. So it's just some fighters that T.O. is just one of those fighters. Like he feel like because he truly is. He should have beat Kambosos. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
Like that should come on, man. And then when he
I gotta
started to
stop
turn
playing
it
with
on,
Kambosos, Blue. I gotta stop playing. Don't play with Kambosos like he ain't a dog now.
No,
You
he
better go back
He
down
got
under
I
with
got
that
him versus
nonsense, Shine.
Lomachenko. That's a fact.
But yo, Shine, look at the Kambosos fight when T.O. realized, bro, I'm about to lose for the first time. He turned it up. It just was too late.
Yeah. He got the knockdown and everything.
It just was too late.
Kambosos just ain't got the genetics, man. It's just not for him. He don't got it.
Yeah, he's another one with the genetics facts.
Right. So it's just and then you have the Devin Haney's of the world, the Floyd Mayweathers of the world, the Terrence Crawfords of the world. Like you never gonna catch them slipping. They are so motivated by the slightest thing. I mean, you look at Terrence Crawford Instagram, this dude is posting just beating his wife in Uno. Like, bro, what?
Right.
Wait, when you said beating his wife, I was about to say, wait, what?
Competitive.
No.
Hyper competitive. You know what Terrence Crawford did, Blue?
He keeps posting.
Terrence Crawford.
He keeps posting it like she's down 10 games to 1. She's down 15
it's relentless,
games. Like,
bro. It's relentless.
He is super competitive. Like
anybody for Terrence.
They said Trey Songz try to fight him over basketball. Is that true? Blue, they said Trey Songz try to fight him over basketball.
Yeah. He
I
invited
bet Trey Songz. I bet he happy now. He can go out there and fight.
I did a video about that. I was like,
Did you?
Yeah.
I gotta watch it. I gotta find it.
Because he do Trey Songz training boxing. Man, he tripping. He about to get bounced all around.
You know what Terrence Crawford did, Blue? Terrence Crawford made enemies out of his non-believers. And that's why he was so motivated in every single fight he fights in, because he's not even competing with the guy so much in the ring as much as he's shitting on everybody who's trying to stop him. He made an enemy out of the industry, bro. And so he's just hyper motivated to fight in a way where even if it was a garbage boxer, he's just gonna fight the same way every time. He's gonna beat your ass because it's not you whose ass he's beating. He's beating
all right,
up the
Claymore.
haters.
God, dog, Claymore. I'll let you go past the first one, and then you just like every other. Hey, it's like every other word. I'm like, come on, Claymore, you dragging it now.
Oh, I'm cussing. I'm sorry, bro.
Oh, man.
He said he's from New York.
I'm sorry. Yeah, man. I'm sorry, bro.
Like, I'm gonna keep it clean, right? And it's the first thing she came on was like, yeah, that mean D-Rod. And I'm like,
yeah, my bad. But he just he right, though. He right, bro. I don't be noticing, especially when I get my rant, I be going left. I ain't gonna lie, man. I go off road.
As soon as I see Destiny pop up in the back, I say, all right, Queen, keep it clean. Oh, yeah, I am. All right, Queen, don't. Yeah, I am. Yeah, that mean, bang. I'm like, right out the gate. Boy.
Richard. I was talking about Richard, like, Dick Richard, Dick Gregory. That's what I was talking about.
Oh, okay.
The algorithm is like,
all right. So y'all think y'all slick now. All right, Destiny, what's your hold on, wait, it was Claymore.
Yeah, Claymore.
Yeah, it's on me because I'm definitely about to go. Nah, man, listen, man. The topics tonight, as far as Errol, you know what I'm saying? Listen, man, mental health is real in boxing, you know what I'm saying? And we're talking about it right now, even with Teofimo. Being able to mentally deal with adversity is a big deal, man. And it's a muscle. It needs to be exercised. And that's why a lot of these fighters who are just so used to giving whatever effort they're giving and getting the result they want, when they get faced with adversity, the longer it takes to face the adversity, the harder it's going to be to get through it. You know what I mean? Once again, these are the reasons why I question people like Gervonta Tank Davis. I say those things because I go, listen, man, he's really getting stylistically good fights, but how's he going to deal with an L or with real adversity where he doesn't know if his style is going to work or not? I don't know. We'll see when that comes out. So I think that's the topic for tonight. At the end of the day, I think fighters and mental health is a big thing. You got to be focused inside the ring. And that's pretty much where I'm going to leave it off on that one. You know what I mean? It's mental. You got to be mentally strong in a game like boxing where everything falls on your shoulders.
Claymore, quick question: who you got
Yeah.
coming out on top between the four new kings?
The Four Kings. So who's the new Four Kings? We got what?
The new
Shakur's
four
part of it
kings
now.
is T.O., Tank, Devin, and
Shakur,
It
right?
was Loma. No, it was
but yeah,
Loma.
it was Loma too.
But he got beat by 2 of them. So
Shakur and Ryan.
So who
Like,
I got being like the victorious one on the top?
yeah, like the
Well,
top one. Even if they take a loss, like, you know, you can still take a
I'm gonna
loss
be.
and still come out on top.
I'm gonna be honest with you right now, man. I gotta go with Devin Haney, man. I just think I
Okay.
think he's a hard puzzle to figure out, man. I think he's difficult and he's so disciplined, man.
Yeah.
You're not gonna be able to sucker him into baiting him into something he shouldn't be in.
Yeah. I just wanted to know. I agree. I think he the best discipline out of them, for sure. That's his
No
best
doubt.
attribute, I think. Yeah.
No doubt, no
all
doubt.
right, Claymore. It's
Salute
always
to
a
you guys.
pleasure.
Thanks for having me on, man.
Bye,
For sure.
Always a
Claymore.
pleasure, Claymore.
Peace,
Salute.
Blue. Peace, Destiny. Peace,
Peace.
Sean. Peace, A-Side.
All right, great
Appreciate you, bro.
Peace.
Shine.
Yes,
Let's go.
yes. Salute to the family. You already know.
Yeah, Sean, real quick. What is that in your profile? I've been trying to make out your profile pic forever.
That's Sean. He's
That's just
walking
me. You feel that's just me
with
saucing
his
it up.
hand like this.
Yeah,
Huh?
yeah.
With his hand like this. His phone. That's his
I had
afro.
to take a little picture of the whole fit.
That's his
but you can't
afro.
really
That's his
tell.
jacket, shirt, and then his shoes.
Is that
Oh,
the work
You see
uniform?
it?
Yeah, you see it now, right?
You see
No,
it?
I don't. Is that a work uniform? I don't understand. What I'm looking.
Nah, that's a what's the name? That's a real tree vest
I
jacket.
can't see without my glasses. I'm not trying to be funny, Sean. I really can't because I can't see.
Yeah. I forever and a day I'm trying to make it out. I'm like,
Yeah, he got a pit in his head. He got a yeah, I can see it. I mean, it took me forever to figure it out for the first time, but when I finally figured it out, I was like, okay, I can see it.
Yeah, it ain't nothing, just a regular little picture. But I was gonna say for the chat to Miss Destiny, do you know how to turn down your volume on your mic? Cause
Yes, I'm going to turn down my
sound.
volume on my mic.
Okay, I'm just saying. I felt like I should say something because the chat keep on saying it. I don't know if y'all
I
seen
told her
it.
she don't listen.
No, I did turn it down.
All right. Well, yeah, that's all. That's really it. But yeah, if y'all up here tomorrow, I'll cook y'all tomorrow. Y'all let me know.
That will
Yeah.
Have a stadium full of seats.
It's all love. Miss Destiny, we still got to talk about the boot situation.
Puss in Boots is out of here.
Like
He's trash. He's complete trash. Put him in the trash can and throw him away.
Look. I feel like me and Miss Destiny kind of similar because Miss Destiny kind of a hater and I'm kind of a hater too. I don't care.
Well, I'm not a hater. What? That's nothing for me to hate on. That's a whole. He's my son's age. That's a whole little baby, and he need to stay in a little baby place. He's a baby.
No, I'm a hater
Who's your
too.
son's age?
I'm the same. I don't
Destiny.
care. If I feel away, I feel away. I don't care. I'm the same way.
I don't like Boots. He's not a very likable person to me. Like him and his
What?
father. I don't like neither one. No, I don't.
Boots
And
don't do
honestly, I
nothing to
think Boots is
nobody.
a little immature. Boots is immature. Like I'm not trying to be funny, y'all. Like I'm dead serious. Is he still a virgin? Because he acts so immature.
Boots?
I swear.
Boots don't do nothing to nobody.
How you get to that conclusion? Boots
Because he is very immature acting to me. He acts like a little child. Like he is extremely immature acting to me. Yes, he is. He's so silly acting. So I'm thinking he's still a virgin. Because y'all say he's like really strict. His parents is real strict. So maybe he never had,
Boots,
There's no way you talking
Bozy and
about
Boots
Boots.
is
No way.
I love those dudes. They
I
are
bet he's still a virgin.
Nah.
And he would stop acting silly if he had. I think
He
he's
got a
some kind of
girlfriend.
Boots is always serious.
He got a girlfriend.
He is so silly acting to me, but I mean, Blue, he be in the ring just doing all kind of. He's just a clown to me, like a little baby clown.
He bored. The level.
No, I do not like him. I really don't like him, y'all. I don't. He's never a likable person for me. Yeah, I don't like him at all.
My family right there, Queen.
Oh, don't say that. That's your people. Then I like. He's a very nice kid. I love him.
That's my brothers right there, Boots and Bozy.
Okay, well, I like them too, Dan Blue. They're great people, great humans.
Be chilling. But
Boots
yeah, that's all. I'll let y'all
Unlikable mammal. I don't like that mammal.
All right,
I
Shy.
don't like that.
All right, man.
Destiny just don't like people. Just newsflash. Y'all don't know this.
For sure.
I do. She just don't like people.
Facts.
Y'all don't understand.
For sure.
Yeah, I don't like that many mammals. No, I don't.
She's
But I
not,
want to
she's
get
not a
back
people
to.
person. Just so y'all know.
I want to get back to something. Some dude in the chat
You gotta
said,
say the subject.
"What?
You just
How is that?"
tolerate folks.
He said, "No." Some dude in the chat asked me, "How is that racist?" When T.O. said he's black from the waist down, because he's minimizing black men to the size of their anatomy. If you can't correlate that or understand that, then sir, you might need to go get hooked on phonics and understand and comprehend, because that is very demeaning to black men. Black men are way more than just their penis.
Yeah, and
That is extremely disrespectful.
He said I fight like black fighters.
Yeah.
I'm black from the waist down, but I ain't black. So
Right.
you want all the perks, but so it's like, to me, I take it like, so that's all we worth.
For sure.
Exactly. It's very, it's minimizing y'all. That's like, making it seem like you're nothing better than the size of your anatomy.
Right.
That is extremely offensive. Right. Nobody should like that. Like, that is not a compliment at all. Right. That's kind of what you said earlier, Blue, like the backhand compliment. Yeah, that's not a compliment. And if you can't understand that, Santana or Santino, what the hell you pronounce your name, then you might want to go get hooked on phonics, baby, and understand how to comprehend. But that's my thing for tonight, Blue. And I do like that mammal. I'm gonna like that mammal today, just because that's your brother.
She don't like people.
Good night, y'all.
Night, man.
All right, Destiny. And there's that. So, guys, we appreciate all of you guys for showing up tonight and supporting us. If you have not yet, smash the like button on your way out. Please make sure to pay your admission for the content that we have provided tonight, us and our panelists. If you guys do love boxing and want to support boxing, make sure you come back here on a Friday night, because we definitely turn up on Fridays and on the weekend. You may even see Blue with a red cup. So if you guys planning on doing that, look for us tomorrow around the same time. Make sure you smash that like button on the way out. My name is Asa. I've been your co-host. His name is Blue Blood Sport TV, one of the best hosts on the YouTube platform. We appreciate all of you guys. Love all of you guys. Thank you. And with that, Blue, you can take us out.
Y'all already know what it is. It's your boy Blue Blood Sports TV. Hate, like, comment, and subscribe. You haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the bell icon to get all the new notifications. Follow us on Instagram at Blue Blood Sports TV, all one word. Y'all already know what it is. Shout out to the entire LDBC. Shout out to Black Media Row. Make sure you like and share the videos. That's all we got for y'all. Peace.
Hey, Blue, I'm going to hit you up real quick.
Okay.
All right.